You are now in tune with Broadband Bullies.
Yeah, Steph. Yeah. Hey, niggas quick to interject with disrespect. Won't compromise my intellect. Better watch your tone when they calls, get your shit collect. I've been on my home while you slave for your architect. Deaf a masterpiece, I do art with the tech. Niggas need rest, go to sleep, get your pillow fluff. Your bitch like a dinner stuff, she's begging me to fill her up. I'm from the south, ain't no healing us. Feet planted, ain't no pillaging us. I know niggas, they hate allergies. Quicker wipe a nose, your lights off, your store closed. Big stepper, you can see the sign. Fuck a horoscope, the pen mighty, but I keep the sword close. And Lord knows my torso is equal. That's God body. Kill rappers, hide the body. Bust your block like karate. This is just a fucking hobby, so I did it pro bono for promo. That's some shit you don't know. You should see the shit I'm mad enough when Click got you mad as fuck. I never knew a love like this. I never knew a love like this. I never knew a love like this. Hey, look at all this love I get. I never knew a plug like this. I never knew a plug like this. Yeah, I never knew a plug like this. Into the internet, into the internet.
Yeah, I'm from the land of the kings. Fur coats and golden rings. Where they sold drugs for better means. Coke, crack, weed, and fat. I want to thank everybody for joining.
What up? What up?
Supporting the content and supporting the show. Let's get this here. Got that off screen. Today you got your boy Post Up and your boy Double O Mello.
Top of the dude say.
Hopefully 706 Gamer can join when you get a chance and opportunity. But we're trying to be as consistent with this platform as possible since so much great gaming news coming out on the Xbox app. But before we get started, man, Double O Mello, what's been going on, man? How you
Top of the dude say, people. It's
yes,
your boy
sir, yes,
Double O. I finally got the cam up. Y'all gonna get this emo live.
You feel?
That's my new little movement right now. So we're gonna keep working with it. They've been going smooth. Heard some good news on the horizon. So we're here to talk about it. What's going on with you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, man. I've been good. Right now I'm in the process of completing Halo Infinite on Legendary. Right now I'm fighting these two brothers, Tavares and they're really frustrating me. They're really kicking my ass.
I want to help you, but I'm just say, take out the one that's not on the rider first.
I got the one off the rider. I got them off, so both of them on the ground now. But they was kicking my ass so much yesterday.
Or hold on,
and turned that shit off.
Bullet rifle from that abandoned little spaceship part.
Okay,
got a nice amount of cover over there to take them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help out as much as I can without spoiling.
Yeah, but them two brothers, I just want to get to my ship. I just want to. You feel me? I just want to get to my ship, but they've been whooping my ass. I've been doing that. I also got back to NBA 2K. Leveling up my player, leveling up my player. I was looking suspect out in the park and in the wreck and stuff like that. So I got some more to do on building up. Yeah, getting some more badges, getting the badges up. That's what I'm working on right now. Pretty much badges and stuff like that. And getting my attributes up. I'm trying to get in the 90s like y'all.
Hey, man, I'm almost done with my grind. I got 3 more levels, and then it's going to be Dying Light 2 for me.
Oh, so you didn't knock out everything in 2K, like all the MVP stuff?
Legend. I'm being legend for the first time on 2K, man.
Oh, man.
It's been a hard grind, man.
That's not easy.
Man, it's not easy,
bro. Especially with this one, you got to do a lot of stuff.
It's that and just time consuming with life because I always tried to do it. I think the closest I got was like 99 and a half on 2K19, but family, all that mess went down. So I'm gonna hit legend this time. This is gonna be my official. I feel like a proud father. You know what I'm saying? We might throw an after party. You know what I'm saying? In the Twitch since we back live.
Yo, when you put all that work in, bro,
you gotta celebrate. I'm about to pop a bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's definitely not easy task. But I also started. Nobody Saves the World, which is this indie game, and it's like you this character, right? You start out like this little plain white character, but you have the ability to transform into so many different characters. I'm talking about from a rat to a horse to a knight to this female with an arrow. And depending on where you at in the game and the map, and to traverse the map, sometimes you have to be the mouse. If you're in battle and you're a knight, you'll transfer into knight because the knight can take a lot more damage than the mouse, but the mouse have the ability to kind of eat enemies up and then put poison. It's crazy. It's crazy so far. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't heard of this one before.
Yeah, it's called. It's on Game Pass. It's on Game Pass. It launched day and date on Game Pass. I say when you get the opportunity, man, to play, got some dope RPG elements in every form you turn that you transform into. You have the ability to level up and build and stuff like that. So it's just not transforming and there's so many characters.
What's the name of it again?
It's called Nobody Saves the World. It's an indie title, but it's dope because I know you want to play a lot of.
I fuck with the indies. I support
the games and stuff like that on the indie side and everything. So I think you will like this, man. And I've been playing that.
I'm gonna install it.
And it's been pretty dope. It's been pretty dope, man. Smart. I think it's about like 7 gigabytes. But before we get started, we want to thank everybody for consistently showing up to the platform, consistently showing us love, and we're gonna do our due diligence, and we're gonna give you all y'all respect, and so we're gonna shout everybody out that's in the chat.
First podcast hit 1K on views, man.
Man, bro, I did not expect that.
Motivating us heavily. Bro. Like the moment I saw it, I'm like, yo, we got to get on it. What else we need? Yeah, we need to fix this and put that together. So it made the grind more appreciative. You know what I'm saying? Knowing y'all out here that really want to hear what we have to say about these content.
Over 1,000K views. It was like 1,500, 1,600 and still.
I'll be flipping out when I get 10 views on my videos. So 1K?
Yeah.
I'm over here look at this. I'm pulling my phone out. Y'all see this? 1K,
bro.
We at 1.2.
Bro, and that's a lot. That's a lot when you're trying to build something from the ground up. Every little incremental step is appreciative. So whether it's 1 view or 10 views or 1,000 views, you appreciative. It don't make no difference. It's just like back in my younger days when I was going to shows to perform music. I didn't care if it was 1 or 2 people in the crowd. I was still performing like it was 10,000 motherfuckers in front of me.
As you should, because you never know who's watching.
Exactly, but I was still appreciative of maybe the 1 or 2 who was standing in the crowd giving me their attention. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I rock with it.
Yes, sir. So let me shout these names out. And then we also, after we do that, Mello got some information for y'all about the show that he just did, I think, yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna update y'all on that, man. So Power Man 4K was good. Christopher Hart was good. Bria was good. We got Sean Uzi was good. Worthy Camp Podcast, what's up? We got Wilfred in the chat. We got Harry Balls.
Oh man.
Here we go with them names. We got J Dub, aka Malcolm Mom or something like that. Malcolm Mom or something. Darkest Hero QB, Bam Reacts, King's Bloods Gaming. What's up, brother? We got Mr. Brown.
What's up?
We got Last Warning, Xavier Bay. We got Scope X was good. We got Dirt Grickety was good, brother.
Dirt, what up, boy?
We got Hanzo Beats. We got MK. We got Champion Edition. We got Swordfish. We got Gen X 128. Shout out to Gen X. He always send me up with information on Twitter whenever something pop off. Tavion Parrish was good. Ozzy was good. Snooky Jackson, Erotimus was good. We got Damian Percival was good. He put his whole government out there.
Man, for real. Shout out to
Percival. Blast for Me Too was good. We have Ever 7. We have Sofa King Low. We got Agent Slugger. We got Sylph Marks. And that's about it so far, man. So we appreciate. So Mello, tell them the good news. This is off back.
Off the rip. So due to the much success that we just received off of the 1K, again, it got me motivated and thinking like, hey, what about our audience that's going on, our future audience that's going to be around that maybe cannot always check out the visual of the podcast? So I got the, tinkering around, ended up finding the app that allow us to not only broadcast on the podcast or iTunes and Spotify, we will be on TuneCore as well upon approval. So pretty much if you're working out, you are riding in your car, the gym, picking up your kids, whatever, you put your headphones in, you can check us out on the podcast, on the platforms as well.
Yes, sir. So
it's gonna help the movement. So
Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. You could ride around in your car and you could get a dose of this State of Gaming, all facts, no cap podcast.
No cap.
No cap at all. Unless
I feel like a new era moment now. Hold on. It's a moment. It depends on how the weather going out here. But it's good though, because again, the approval was quick. I'm actually surprised on how quick it went through, and it helps me to learn a couple of things that I'm doing in the background, like learning how to build apps and stuff. So I'm getting familiar with the programs, but I'm gonna figure out something for Google Play as well. So just stay in tune for that.
Yeah, definitely, man. So we appreciate that, man. And look, now whether y'all want to be on YouTube or on the go, y'all can have multiple avenues in terms of accessing this content, whether it's through video or whether it's through audio only. And so I salute Mello for believing in the platform and for believing in the things that we're going to do with this platform from now into the future. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we definitely going to get started. We got 48 people watching. And so you know what we do here. You get a clear and concise point of view of our perspective on news that's been going on throughout the week. So we have Microsoft releasing Halo and Forza numbers. We have Xbox revenue up across all sectors. They're doing great. We're going to talk about that. New Xbox games. We got 2 new Xbox games. I don't know if they're going to be exclusives, but we got 2 new games that were announced from 2 different studios. And one studio is Microsoft is in the process of acquiring them. We have GTA, which this is crazy, brother. I will get that. You got to be very careful talking about that stuff. But we gonna do it because I gotta let y'all know y'all gotta watch out and be safe when y'all out here literally in these gaming streets.
In these streets.
What's our perspective on the news that dropped about Activision COD and those titles going? At least the next 3 titles remaining on PlayStation. What's our perspective on Warzone 2, which I heard a lot of people say that's not going to be a Warzone 2. What's the point of making a Warzone 2? It's just going to continue. And then we got more stuff like that. Sea of Thieves numbers are up. They got a new update coming out. They also stripped a feature away, and that's not nothing that's out of the norm. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about this. So first off, we're gonna kick off the show with the Halo and Forza numbers, which a lot of people Mello, at this point are trying to downplay.
Oh my God.
They're trying to downplay. They're saying that $20 million for a free-to-play game is not enough. It's not enough in this gaming climate that we're in. Okay, so what you think about that? While you're doing that, I'm going to bring up the information on this.
Okay, cool. Bet. I was over here typing away myself, but just to start off, man, this is one of those things that I was talking about like a while back when it came to where the direction of what video game is going. Where, granted, it isn't just going to be about physical sales of a product. You're going to have to also divvy in subscription based, digital, as well as marketing with these games. And when you see a game like Forza Horizon, which everyone pretty much downplays in some shape or form that we've heard of, where they say, hey, it's just a driving simulator, don't nobody play it, it's a one and done, it's pretty much over with within a week. This game released in November, we in January, and we up to 10 billion users playing actively. If you look at the content creators aspect of it, because again, this is a new demographic of gamers that's out here that I gotta reiterate and keep stressing to people. You have to pay attention to them because they sway the casual gamers in many ways. If you look at a Dr. Disrespect, the moment that he promotes a game, the views and the counts are going up on it. You know what I'm saying? People are willing to entertain that product. So you got a lot of Forza drivers out here that's actually playing the game, rocking with it. Halo is Halo. I don't care how you want to cut it, how you view Halo and their release of Halo. When that title is mentioned, users flock to it. People flock to that game for a reason. You're gonna have the competitive nature of the game up on up with viewership and sales, and as well as you're gonna have people like myself that love the story that's going to follow and come through as well. So I love the view, I love the vision. I understand. I think that both of these games is definitely going to be very successful, and as we can continue to grow the Xbox brand. That's just my opinion.
Okay, definitely. Look, man. Look, I look at it like this.
I gave a PR standpoint.
Yeah, you feel me? He gave you the PR lingo. I'm gonna give you the real, man. I'm gonna give you the real. That boy been reading too much Phil Spencer around here. That boy PR talk is on point. Look, let me tell you something.
It was immaculate. I did work at GameSlut for a minute. Go ahead.
Look, this is 20 million players, right? On a free-to-play game, right? This is not a battle royale. This is a arena-based shooter. Those numbers are great. They are great, right? Okay. And I'm saying that in the context of the issues that a lot of the community has expressed to 343. I'm saying that they still have to fix, right? Maps and things and modes that they still have to add, right?
Right.
I take that into account that campaign co-op is not there. Forge, which has millions and millions of users, is not there yet. So, and this is just what, the first month?
Yeah.
20 million players in a month.
It released in December. So
yeah, I look at this from the aspect of it's a great starting point and foundation for where Halo is going to be. Right. This is going to traject over the next couple of months as season 1 and season 2, season 2 and all of that stuff start coming out, as co-op campaign gets added, definitely as Forge get added, right, those numbers are going to go crazy. And then as they continue to fix the issues and things like with the battle pass, with some of the playlists, adding more diverse maps and things like that, and adding different modes, that 20 million going to go to 30, 40, 50 million without a doubt. I'm not worried about Halo numbers. Halo is going to be okay. Master Chief is going to be okay. And so what I want to do is I want to bring up some numbers because my brother Noah,
okay.
Y'all know Noah, he always
got the numbers. Yeah, got the numbers.
He let me see here. That's Kratos being
that ain't it. That ain't it.
yeah, that's Kratos being let me see here. Do I got it here?
A rabid Sony fan.
Yeah, let me do this right here.
Let me ask you this while you looking for it. Because I'm curious with that. Do you with the direction with the maps? Because I know Forge, when it comes to Forge, they once the users get a hold of Forge, the map scene is gonna be crazy. It's gonna go bananas because they gonna make whatever type of map. When it comes to 343, do you think they should maybe bring back some of the older maps as well as new? Like for example, I give you 3 new maps and 1 old. I think as
the game progresses, I think people are gonna want to see those old maps remade on this new hardware to see how they will look. I think they'll be a lot bigger.
Battlefield direction, you know how Battlefield did it, but in their own shape or style, I guess.
Yeah, and definitely, and also the leaks that came out about Forge having a script editor, meaning that you're not just building maps, you can pretty much build your own Halo experience. Okay?
Yeah.
Pretty much build. So if you want a battlefield, a big battle expansion game where 100 players and stuff like that, you'll be able to do that with Forge. If you wanted to create your own little mini campaign or whatever, you wanted to create your own type of games and stuff like that, with this script editor and things like that, that's supposed to be built into it. I think the Forge PC scene
going to carry the game.
It's going to carry the game, and it's going to ease some of that development off of 343 itself, because a lot of the things we have in terms of playlists, in terms of modes like zombies, that came from the community.
Facts.
A lot of the game modes that got added into that playlist came from Halo players back in Halo 2 and Halo 3 days, making up their own games. And these started out as custom games that migrated over to Xbox Live. I remember when Zombie, and this before zombies were even a part of Halo playlists, and before it was even added. I remember being in custom matches. I remember being in custom matches. Ain't no Xbox Live with people playing zombies.
Okay.
Before it was even a part of the playlist. It just got so popular throughout the community that
they picked it up.
Yeah, that they was forced to add it to the playlist, because everybody was playing it and everybody was doing it. So what happened was, when it initially came out, hold on, give me just a second. Yeah.
All right. Interesting with Forge.
Okay.
Oh, you need to mute.
Okay, so this how it was. This how it was before zombies was added to. Before zombies was added to the playlist, what happened was, in custom matches, whenever you got killed, you had to go change your color to green yourself. So if you started off the game and you was a soldier, and it was zombies always in the game, if you got killed by one of the zombies, then once you died, you had to go in and change your Master Chief color to green and become a zombie. But you also had to switch to the other team that the zombies was on. And so that's how. But now in the playlist, this happens automatically. But back in the day, you had to go in and switch. And it became so popular that it became so popular that you had no problems. You know how you might have somebody hop in that don't want to play by the rules. and they get killed and they don't switch to zombies, everybody played by the rules. You didn't have nobody jumping in there that got killed and didn't switch to zombie, didn't switch themselves to the other team and become a zombie. Gotcha. Everybody played by the rules. So I think
so you think that the PC. Wait, go ahead.
The PC market, you give the modding scene not only Forge, but a script editor inside of Forge.
It's a different story.
Bro, you're going to see. Bro,
so it's most likely we're going to get that battle royale that everyone's like Dr. Disrespect mentioned.
If Halo don't do it, the community. If Halo don't do it, the community will. But I'm saying this is a different Forge. The Forge back in the day let you, build maps and let you create your own custom game type. This is going deeper than that.
But you're saying it's more so with the story. They can make their own dialogue.
You're pretty much giving them the tools to create their own Halo experience from everything. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
I'm with it. The stuff you're going to see, if that script editor rumor is true, because they had video leaks out there and they had screenshots of it. If it's true, the Forge scene, which one website I went to, had over 15 million Halo maps from the community. Forge alone, one website alone. That's one website alone, bro. So the Forge community, bro, it's going to take Halo to a whole nother level, and it's going to bring experiences and ideas that 343 probably didn't have or probably didn't see, but it will allow them to pick.
Looking at it. I'm looking at it more so like what direction can they really go with Halo, because Team Deathmatch, they got the battle, Team Slayer, Forge, Fiesta, like they covered their grounds with the game per se.
Yeah,
but like you said, if the PC coming in, you're gonna get your battle royales. You most likely gonna get your
it's some stuff you probably never even thought of.
your Fortnite.
Your Fortnites, they could do all that.
You can get a space game with
they can do all
vehicles, so
like the game where they had you on the mongoose and the other person had to ride on the back, and it was a race. It was a race. They created a race. And then whoever was on the back
type shit.
whoever was on the back, you was shooting people off the other mongooses. That all started from custom batches. I was there on the ground of all of that before any of that got implemented in the playlist by 343. I was there when all that started. So a lot of the playlists now in the modes, a lot of that comes from the community aspect. And you give them the ability to do that because they might be able to see Halo in game modes from a perspective that the Halo employees don't. But when they see it, they can say, you know what, this is a grand idea. Let's actually implement this in the actual playlist and help build around and then finally tune it, in which they did. But before we move on to Forza Horizon 5, Noah put out a video, and I do want to iterate this, that Double O Mello and my guy 706 Gamer YouTube links are in the description below. Please click the link. Please follow their channel. They do amazing content. They're always playing or streaming some type of game, and if they're not, they're always uploading game content. So, and Mello talks about everything, not just
trying to. That's why I got banned on Twitch, but definitely check me out on the Twitch.
Hold on, you got banned on Twitch, brother.
It was only like for a couple. It was like for a couple weeks. It wasn't
for a couple weeks they had you out.
Yeah, it was just for a couple. Yo. I be going in over there, though. I was actually looking at my little replay, like, it be justifiable sometimes. I ain't even gonna hold you, but
sometimes you got to go back and look and say, was they justified it? And then you go look and listen to yourself, like, I was off the rails.
I was going a little bit too much. I ain't gonna hold you, but like YouTube, shout out to YouTube, great platform, yada yada yada. We're gonna do a little PR stuff, but the copyright mess, bro, it hits me every time. I be having views like 10K. I got some views for like 10K, 5K, and it got copyrighted for whatever reason, for little music or whatever. So I can't really talk my shit on here, man. I can't talk my shit on here.
And then to go in there and try to scrub it out, it takes a long time for you to scrub out certain. Because I've done it. I just now like certain music. Like I had to go. I was copyrighting myself. Like a lot of the music that I was playing on the show that's published and copyrighted. I was getting flagged for my own music. I'm saying,
oh no!
So I had to go through my publishing and I had to make some changes to how the publishing is on my music. So when I play it on my channel, I no longer get flagged or flagged for due to copyright and things like that. But I was getting flagged from my own music. I was like, hold on. I told you
this
to.
Ain't right. Wait a minute.
I created this music. What are we doing here? But my brother Noah, he did some math, right, Mello? He did some math. And I guess he was looking at he pulled out the calculator live on doing the video he put out. And as y'all can see in this video, it said Halo proves to be the most successful platform of 2021. When y'all get a chance, make sure y'all go watch that video. I think Noah took the player completion percentage and I think he multiplied it by how many unique players there were, given that they came out with over 20 million. So his base number was 20 million, even though they said over. So he left the number at 20 million. And he did some math, and he came out with 1.9 million plus players completed the Halo Infinite campaign.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
As a FYI for a game that just dropped in December 18th, to be exact, it was so-called free to play. You had to pay for that campaign. Yeah. So 1.9 million completing the campaign on a console that they say they don't play games on.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, definitely. Come
on now.
On a console they say they don't play games on. So, and Noah just joined. What's up, Noah?
What's up, bro? What's up?
Hey, Noah, can you break down these numbers, player? We got your tweet up on the stream of the 20 million unique players, the 18 million unique Forza Horizon 5 players, and then how you came to the number of 1.9 million plus players completing Halo Infinite campaign.
Gotcha. So here's the thing. So last reported by Sony. These are official numbers. Ratchet & Clank, I think it was last reported.
He's gonna go there. He just joined the show and he chose violence.
I gotta relate, dog. I gotta make it make sense. I gotta make them visualize.
Okay.
So Sony announced 1.1 million players for Ratchet & Clank, right? I'm pretty sure people bought it since then, but it ended up people only to boast about it. They haven't said anything since then, right?
Yeah.
Returnal was last reported 560,000. So that's what, close to 1.7 million. We'll round it up.
Yeah.
All right. So we know that a total of 20 million players have booted up Halo Infinite. Either that be through Game Pass, PC Game Pass, Steam. However, right, 20 million players, right? And actually, it might be. Now think about it, might be a little deeper than that. But look, now you got 20 million players total. It's all one app. So if you if you boot up the game just to play multiplayer, you count it within that 20 million. Right. So the completion rate for Halo Infinite, last I checked, was like 9.54%. So all I did was take the 20 million players and multiply that by the 0.0954. And that's how we come up with 1.9 million. At least 1.9 million people beat it. And it could be a
rough estimate. It could be more.
It could be more because I don't know if the app. Thinking about it, I don't know if the Xbox percentage includes the Steam players. So
it depends on the vernacular of the console, which is the PC, which is being
and the was at 0.94%.
It could be more, Bob.
Yeah, but I don't think that's true because I don't think those Steam numbers are counted into Xbox numbers because that's a different platform. Yeah. So I know they get access to that information, but I don't think that data is merged with Xbox. So like saying that if you see, like he was saying, the 9.54%, that 9.54% doesn't include what's going on in the Steam community because those are two different services. That 9.54% is the only number that's within that Game Pass or Xbox Live ecosystem, right, Noah?
Yeah, that's a question mark because I would have to check the Steam achievements. Yeah. I don't know if like in Steam, if you have to log in. I'm pretty sure you gotta log into an Xbox Live account in order to play online with Xbox players through Steam. So I don't know how they calculate it, but just giving the info, right? We got 20 million unique players. And we sitting at 9.54%. That's 1.9 million. That's why I always say, bro, you can't go by the percentage because you don't know the total player. You know, that 9.5% could be bigger than your whole 50% player base. Dang. You know what I mean? Like,
what a lot of people, they assume that percentage number doesn't tell the whole story because someone can boot up the game and be about to play it and say, you know what? I got to run out and go take a trip. So they are turning it off until they come back. Them booting up, turning the game on, does it not add to that percentage, Noah?
It does.
It does. Oh, so Noah, my calculation of what you just spoken to us, I would want to say, listening to this grand scheme of information, you would say that subscription-based content, particularly focusing on the PC brand, means that growth is coming.
Yeah, you got this going on right here.
To Halo and Forza for the future endeavors, due to the fact it's only been 1 month.
It's 1 month, bro. Correct, it's only been 1 month. That's that's the key thing. It's only been 1 month. Ratchet Clank been out since like April or March of last year or whatever, right? And Return around that time frame too, and they can barely hit 1 million.
Jesus.
So,
whoa.
Wait, engagement.
Wait, hold on. What you say? Say that again. What you say? Say that again.
Hold on, Bob. Say that one more time, Bob.
Ratchet and Clank and Returnal came out roughly around spring, summer last year, right? And can barely touch 1 million. Right?
Barely touch 1 million.
Barely.
Wow.
And what they told me is, it's only 17 million PS5s out there. That's good when you look at it. This game been all over a month. You know what I'm saying? And so we're looking at 20 million.
So with 343 focusing on a 10-year expansion of this game, possibly.
Wow.
Which means that it will focus on bringing more content as well as delivering a much well-rounded experience for this brand. It's safe to say that the numbers are infinity, correct?
Yeah, the numbers are infinite. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Let me get these bills real quick. Shout out these brothers here. This brother came in and chose violence. Shout out to Master Sim 40 with the $2. Sony effed around and found out. Yes, they did. Yeah, come around that corner and get bucked. I'm telling you. You feel Master Sim 40 with the $2 again. This show idea is flame. Shout out to all three of us. I know it was both of us when the show started, but you're going to say shout out to all three of us.
Yeah, shout out to all three of us.
Yes. Right. And then we also have...
That's dope. I'm just seeing the little flash across the screen. Okay.
Yeah, we also have Riley Reese, a.k.a. the Can Man, with the $10. For some reason, I don't get notified when you go live. Shout out to you, FNs. $80 billion in Xbox is still dog shit. Look, brother, you know what? Let me tell you something.
That's why you didn't get a notification because you see.
Yeah, that's why you didn't get a notification. But we thank you for your $10, player. We thank you for your comment was dog shit. You feel me? Right. But your $10 wasn't, brother. That probably a little. You know, your Popeyes just came out with that 2 meal deal.
Oh my
with the
God!
2 biscuits, 2 sides, 5 piece. You know what I'm saying? Love that chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Mellow. If it's so dog shit, why they stitch it to the president then?
Oh, hold on. We're going to get into that too.
We kicked
that off on the last show.
Wait, whoa.
And they didn't believe us.
They didn't like that.
So shout out to Riley Reese, a.k.a. the Kid Man with the $5. He say, so y'all comparing a game that's $70 on one platform versus a game that's on like 7 platforms left out. That's a nail. Look,
that's a Sony problem.
That's a Sony problem.
Yeah,
that's that. Look. It ain't our fault. It ain't our fault. You feel me? That Sony don't want to put their games into a service.
And again, Bob. We told you, individual, that this is the reason why we did not care if those so-called exclusives were going to the PC, because we accept the PC brand because console players are going to play consoles. We don't care. It doesn't matter. We're still going to get that enjoyment. We're still going to pay for the game. And on top of that, you got Game Pass.
Look, let me tell you something about it. Yes, we're comparing it. It ain't our fault that Sony late to the game putting their games on PC. It ain't our fault they're late to the game at some point, including their first-party games on a subscription service that at some point they're going to go day in, day on. It's not our fault that Microsoft is seeing years down the line and making the moves now, and Sony playing catch up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't our fault. That is a Sony issue. Now, y'all say Sony has the best IP in the world. They make nothing but greatness. Ain't nobody playing that shit.
And they foresight is looking kind of abysmal.
These games are $70, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so far in this generation, all I've seen is a player base that doesn't want to pay $70 for these games. Like,
oh shit,
you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm seeing, bro. I mean, y'all trying to defend the $70, but y'all ain't buying them.
Huh?
You paying $70 for games, and y'all could be playing them jokers on the PS4.
Bro, did you see the hype around Returnal before it came out?
Oh,
And the way that Sony marketed, people didn't know it was going to be the type of game it was until the last minute.
Their marketing team is dope.
And they knew it, though. They knew it. They knew. Go ahead,
it's easy to talk to sheeps. That's it, bro. Man. It's easy to talk to sheeps. Man. I can show y'all something pretty. I gave y'all a little close-up of her face. So you see the skin and her eyeballs is twinkling. You saw some little sparkles on the gun. Pew, pew, pew. And y'all was like, oh my God, this is it.
It's going to be the greatest ever.
Look how gorgeous it is. Look at the colors. It's the colors.
Oh.
And then y'all complained about spawns and checkpoints for the game because it was too hard.
It's too hard. It was out there. Man.
Who are you niggas? Like, who raised you niggas?
One thing I learned, bro, doing this is the hype doesn't amount to sales. These dudes gonna cost Jim Ryan his job, bro. Jim Ryan probably in his office sweating bullets. Why they not buying our games?
Yes.
Yo.
They have put Sony in a corner where they have to fight and scrap for their life. Ain't no way here and here. You know what? We chose violence.
Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no motherfucking way, boy.
Y'all have started this.
You got Cypher Filter, SoulCom, Killzone, Resistance.
Talk.
You motherfuckers let them damn games fall by the wayside just to focus on single player fucking games with colors and goddamn face expressions and shit with drama.
Oh, God.
Now, all of a sudden, y'all was banking on fucking Call of Duty to hold y'all down in the multiplayer world. Now, all of a sudden, you about to lose this bitch. Yeah. Now everybody in a panic. What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
Mello, I'm glad you said that, bro. How about tomorrow they dropping the definitive edition of Uncharted, the collection, and remove the multiplayer?
What?
How do we do that? How you upgrade and lose shit?
Hey,
you lying, bro.
Where they do that at?
Way, boy.
Look, ain't no way, boy. Look, I didn't want to.
Ain't no motherfucking way, boy. No, you lying, bro.
Violence.
I did not do this.
I need an article.
It's overdue, bro.
You lying, bro. You lying,
it's overdue.
bro.
It's overdue. Look, bro, they love to pick it. They love to look across the street, point and laugh, and pick at what Xbox don't have. In the meanwhile, their own house ain't clean. Their own grass ain't cut.
So you telling me they losing features to a game that's already been out?
Losing game modes. Ain't got no multiplayer in Uncharted, bro. When she beat I guess they go beat the game 20 times on offline or something.
That story, so the story don't change. It ain't no alternate endings. It ain't no deleted scenes.
They paying for FPS boosts.
Rest in peace, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Ain't no Bernie Mac popping out saying, yo.
Hold on.
Ain't none of that.
Noah, how much do the Uncharted collection cost?
$50.
What?
Damn. You know I can get for $50.
Now to be fair, if you got the game, if you own Uncharted 4 Lost Legacy, you can upgrade for $10. But check this out though. Look how crooked this shit is. You gotta wait till lunch day to pay the $10 upgrade. So for these casual customers that don't know no better, they gonna pay $50 to pay this 2016 game, and they probably realize tomorrow they could have paid $10 upgrade.
It's the okie doke move. It's the okie doke move.
Why are they consumers always getting penalized for upgrading?
Because they cheerlead every time. Every time Sony been them over, they cheerlead.
Oh shit. Yo, wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me, look, we're gonna charge you $50 for this Uncharted collection, and then we're gonna get back. Y'all just rock with us. We just gonna do the show how we do this, motherfucker. Let me tell you something. So we're charging $50 for Uncharted collection, right? You're stripping the
hold on, I'm sorry. I want to reiterate, just throwing there a game that you can buy for like $10 out of the bargain being a game slut. Continue. Right. Same story.
Oh yeah, hey, shout out to Last Warning. He said they removed survival mode too. God damn,
bro. So no survival mode, no multiplayer mode. You're charging. Isn't the Uncharted collection on the PlayStation collection?
No, not Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. Those are those are the PS4 games. They just getting pretty much. They're upgraded from 1440p to dynamic 4K, and then they add a 120 FPS mode at 1080p, and you get the FPS. Pretty much paying for FPS boost.
So they charging them for something that the Xbox community get for free.
On a random Tuesday, just announce like, hey, boom, FPS boost. We good to go.
Okay, but they have all these features when they develop the game on the PC, correct, and port it over to the PlayStation. So they just unlocking some shit and clicking some buttons and saying, "Here you go."
They just going to re-optimize it for the new hardware. That's all.
Okay.
So, we had to go in the game and change some settings, and it took a lot of work.
It took a lot of work getting that.
We turn that off. Because of the PS4, if you look at the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, when it comes over from PC over to the dev kit, based on how it's running, you start turning and changing features to get it to an optimized frame rate. So now since it's coming over to the PS5 and PC, you get to turn those features on. You might turn them all back on and see where the performance is at, and then start turning certain features off based on which feature is having the more impact on the frame rate itself. So you're saying Uncharted collection, $50, no survival mode, no multiplayer mode. And there's a $10 upgrade we're gonna charge you, but you can only pay for that $10 upgrade when the game drops. So there's probably no information out there or clear information out there to casuals who might go out there and spend the $50 on the Uncharted collection, not knowing they can get the upgrade for $10. Hey, that's the okie doke.
It's not even advertised, bro. The only way you would know about the $10 upgrade is if you stay on gaming sites and you're aware of shit like that. Most players aren't. They just they log into their PlayStation, they see what's available. Oh, Uncharted 2016. Either they gonna say, "Oh man, I played this shit, I'm good."
Yeah. And y'all want these motherfuckers to still be around? Y'all want Sony to still be around? I'm asking you two guys.
Well,
y'all want these fuckers to be around because they are pimping the shit out of the industry. And if we love video games as much as we preach about this shit, this is fucked up.
It's like this, Mello. You see that
I get more features of playing that shit on the PS3, PS4 than me playing it on the PS5. You said they removed 2 goddamn game modes.
It's like this, man.
No controller updates to updates to the controller to use that technology, Noah.
That I don't. I gotta look that up.
Okay,
I'm not sure if you use DualSense or not, but it's like this, Mello. You see that big bully in the neighborhood always fucking with people. You don't want him to die. You know what I mean? You got a family too. You just want that nigga to get his lights knocked out every day. every day until he get it. Like
crazy. Shout out to Miguel with the $20. He said the community needs this show. Shottown 312. You already know, baby. Chicago.
Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is along. Okay, so along with this Halo news and that devastating place. Well, the community like that. That's what Sony knows their community, and they know what they'll put up with, and they will put up with almost anything. Anything that Sony does, that even if it's not in the best interest of the consumer itself, they're gonna always make an excuse for it. So that is a PlayStation community issue. That has nothing to do with us, because though I have a PlayStation, I pick and choose. You'll never get me again. Y'all got me with Ratchet and Clank. I will never. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna look right here in the camera. Sony and you'll never get me again. You will never get me. You got me with Ratchet and Clank. You got me on that SSD shit in the instant world and shit like that. And I went and played that shit, and it wasn't what y'all was making it out to be.
Oh my
right?
God.
It wasn't. First time I spent $70 on a game. That's the last 70. Y'all gonna get up out of me. You know what nothing to do with $70 right now, given the way inflation is, bro. You will never get me again. Period. It has to be something that I really want to play in order for me to do it. But Ratchet and Clank made an example out of me, and you won't get me again. Go ahead.
Hey, yo, coach, you like that buzzard off that old Looney Tunes cartoon? No, not gonna do it. Not at all,
brother. Bro, I thought that when I got Ratchet and Clank, like, I thought the feature wasn't. I thought it was going to be a feature where you can control, not in terms of just finding hidden locations and stuff like that to find bonuses and stuff, but use as a gameplay mechanic when you're fighting enemies and stuff like that. It wasn't like that. In the part where you're jumping through the multiple worlds that they kept showing, that everybody kept playing, you don't even control that. You don't even control that scene. It happens. You have no control over the player while it's happening until it ends, and then you're sliding down the little building, and then you jump and fall through it again. Even the flying scene, when he's flying, you don't control none of that. And then while you're playing through the game, right, you can't grab an enemy and throw them in another world. They can't grab you and throw you into another world, and you fight some other enemies, and then you jump back into the world, and you can't do that. It doesn't even happen in the game until you fight the last boss. Yeah, you could use it to get to certain parts of the map, but that's only certain parts of the map where they allow you to do it because it's scripted. It's scripted. Bro, you will never get me again with that shit, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Bro, breaking news.
Breaking news. Hot off the press. Apparently, store workers have begun telling potential and maybe future PS owners that Xbox bought Activision. And they may not get caught in the future.
We're going to talk about that. I got the screenshots and everything. That's why I said that more. We're going to have us a dope show today. We're going to have a group. So all 106 people watching, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, because we're gonna be consistent with the show, and we're going to give y'all great content. So along with the Halo Infinite numbers, we're going to knock this out real quick. We have Forza Horizon 5 numbers who hit 18 million unique players. I think Forza Horizon 5 is a great game. I'm not a car racing person. I used to play races, Ridge Racing back in the day and stuff like that. But as I grew up, I kind of grown out of that. But you have adult gamers and teenage gamers that's into the car scene in real life. So like my bro, AP and Stout, they're like into the car scenes in real life. So they be talking about different cars, different engines and boosters and all that shit, and how to build them and fix them and shit like that. So they're into that. So I played a little of Forza Horizon 5. Am I gonna beat it? No. Am I happy that there's people in the community that have access to it, that want to play it, they love playing it? Yes, but 18 million unique players. And how long Forza came out like a month before Halo, right?
Yeah, it was in November. Yep.
So it's been out around like 2 months, right?
Yeah, pretty much. For the most part.
Those are great numbers, and I expect those numbers to increase because I think they just released in China, and I just found that I didn't even know the Forza scene was that huge in China.
Oh yeah,
They saying the Forza Horizon series is huge in China, and they're adding and that Playground Game is going to add like cars that's only made in China that people use a lot. They're going to add those to the game. So I expect those numbers, that 18 million, to do even more in the community, to get even bigger, especially the numbers that Forza Horizon 4 did. Mello, are you into Forza Horizon?
Without a doubt, I am not. But honestly, hands down, I started playing Forza Horizon around 5, but then I got into this one. I mean, Forza 5.
Yeah.
Then I got into this Horizon.
Okay.
I'm 72% completed in this damn game. Like, I enjoy everything about it.
So you completed 72% of the game?
Yeah, 72%.
And you about to go legend on 2K?
Sir, I'm ranked 8 out of my friends with this joke.
Bro,
so I want you to want to when it comes to this gaming streets, sir, I play the games. I don't cap the stuff I don't play.
You're killing me. You mean to tell me you got a family? You got a job.
I got a family. I got a job.
You got a job.
I got 15 hustles.
Hey, man, I'm not to cut you off because you're killing me. You're killing my benefits. You killing me, but I'm not there saying I got a lot of stuff going on to where some of the games I ain't played a beat yet, and you just killing my whole thing over here, brother.
I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying, like, I was always that person that my my people used to come to and recommend games to. So because I dabble in a lot of stuff, but I played the game. It's good to the point where I wanted to actually buy a steering wheel. That's the reason why I pulled back on it, of course, outside of playing 2K. But I was looking to invest in a steering wheel for it just to get the all-around experience. So the game is dope.
Hey, after listening to this show, they're gonna be like, "Post, ain't no more excuses."
Oh,
Mello can go legend in 2K. It gets 72% completed in Forza Horizon 5.
I ain't trying.
Ain't no excuse for you not beating the player no games out of
that wasn't my reason.
I don't play.
But I don't count for games I don't play, man. My gamer tag is Mellow Alumni. You can check it out, man. You can see I don't no cap in my route, bro.
Hey, but that brother got he trying to do it, brother. I just realized I was thinking like 72%. And you legend into that's a lot of time. And your work, you got a family, brother. You fucking up my shit out here playing.
I ain't trying to, bro. I really ain't. I promise you I'm not.
Yo,
I just fucking love video games, man.
Let me get these super chats real quick. Shout out to Crazy Horse with the $5. Imagine Sony charging multiplayer mode that will cost $20 to equal $70.
Nah. $20.
Oh yeah, I get it. So they charge $50 and then add another $20
to tack on the multiplayer.
That sounds very Sony-like.
That sounds very crooked as fuck.
Yeah, I think they'll do it. Shout out to Mount Cash 1 with the $5. If you look at it in the PS Store, whether console, site, or app, it tells you about the $10 upgrade in the descriptions, along with what comes with the bundle. Don't nobody read descriptions.
That shit got to be in big bold letters.
They don't even give you the
option. But hold on. What all due respect, sir. Shout out to your donation, but it doesn't matter. The point of it is you can play this shit on previous goddamn consoles. The damn story is the same, and you get more from that than the goddamn PS5 mode.
Yeah,
that's the point. That's it. That's all. That's
sad,
anti-consumer as fuck. So you literally are out here paying for a visual upgrade for them to click on a couple buttons in the back room and say, "Hey, we got to upgrade, y'all."
Cash, why can't we pay the $10 3 weeks ago and just get the upgrade? It'd be good. Why we gotta wait till tomorrow? Your average consumer not going to read the description. They trying to buy the game and they see $49.99 to buy it. They're not reading the description and realize, oh, I gotta wait until the 28th to pay the $10 to upgrade. I bet you there's a lot of people that spent that $50 didn't have to. They're gonna be upset about it. Yeah, when they see that $10 option.
Shout out to Double O Rain with the $5. Shout out to the brothers. Shout out to Rain Val UK family. That's our UK family right there. And then shout out to Forza Legend with the $5. Thank you, Phil, for showing love to MLK Day, letting the king have his day, mother. Let's be clear, PlayStation is dead this gen. Operation Takeover Corporate. I think he's talking about how they waited to announce the Activision acquisition, because it would have happened on a Monday, but it was MLK Day that Monday, and that's why it came out on. That's why it came out on a Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I want to piggyback on this shit with Sony though. FYI, real quick. Oh, my bad. You know what? Take the shit out, Phil, because I know you don't like the people cussing at you and stuff. But I just want to say this to you over there. You on a good roll right now. Don't fuck this up. You better not do that shit they just did. Fuck what Sony doing. Continue doing what you doing. I promise you. You try to hit me with a 70 plus 10, we're gonna have problems. Period.
Yeah, and I think I look at Xbox from the very beginning in terms of what they was doing in Xbox Live through the OG era, through the 360 era, and even some of the things they wanted to do with the Xbox One era that got a pushback. They've been building towards this in terms of the infrastructure on the back end. That's why you're able to get cloud saves and everything come with you, where you boot up a game that you forgot you played in the 360 era, and that cloud data loads, and you find out that all your progression, all your achievements, and all your data's there. That's why they worked on what's the thing they was doing with the they don't charge for upgrades.
Smart delivery.
Oh, yeah.
Smart delivery.
Yeah.
That's why you build that into, you build all these features into the service, because you're focused on a subscription-based service, and you put all those features in those servers. So those becomes reasons to invest in a subscription service like Game Pass. Everybody clowned smart delivery when they first announced it, and then they said, well, Sony got his own version of smart delivery. Wow.
Smart delivery of $10. We're gonna smartly go in your pocket for 10. That's what we gonna do.
You smartly deliver that $10 to us, huh?
Direct deposit. Fuck. I'm gonna ask y'all this though. Just to going off record real quick. If you think when the original Xbox, well, not the OG, but the Xbox One X came out, and they came out with all that DRM and the camera and all of the TV features. Do you think if they would have just took the punches and the blows and kept upgrading on the UI and the platform and the features, do you think we would have been well past what we're doing right now when it comes to the Xbox brand?
Yeah, I think they should have stuck with it. I think they should have just cleaned up the message, though. I think they should have just cleaned up the message, because it was convoluted initially, and it was, people had a lack of understanding of how things was going to work. And I think some of the features in there wasn't really fine-tuned for them to give a clear message on. But I think they should have stuck with it.
No. It's deeper than that. I hate to sound like this, but Xbox is only partially at fault for their failure last year. I don't know if you remember, but when we were getting exclusive at first party games, no matter how you felt about them or not, those games always got scored low. When they did get exclusives, the question was, hey, when this game's coming to PlayStation? The media beat up on Xbox to the point where Satya, at the top, they didn't want to fund the brand, they didn't want to fund the platform because the media was beating on them. People would rather wait for the games that they would put money into the market and make. They would rather wait for a year for those games to come to the PlayStation. So they had to come up with a different they had to come up with something
strategy,
because it just wasn't working.
Okay, and let me. I also want to say this though. People talk about the camera and the mic and all that stuff recording you. Your phone already does that.
Facts.
Your webcam already done. Your cell phone has some of the most advanced microphones on them. That's why back in the day, whenever you got pulled over by the police and they was on some dirty shit, they'll remove your battery from your phone. Because they know even when that phone is off, it's not off. It's in a low power state. That's why it's able to boot up so quickly, right? And then where are we now with the cell phones?
It's a federal offense to steal a phone.
You can't take the battery out either. So it's always on, even when it's off. So it's always recording your mic. And look, and even if you have Hey Siri's on or Hey Google, when you have Hey Siri's or Hey Google on, where it's voice control, the mic has to always be recording you for when it hears Hey Siri's or Hey Google. So your devices, people was complaining about stuff that was doing. Even a TV can be reverse engineered into a camera, but we ain't finna get that deep. We ain't finna get that deep. I just want to educate the people.
Microsoft,
it's deeper than Microsoft. Then people start complaining about, well, what about people in the South and out in the fields and stuff that don't have access to the internet? What about soldiers on submarines that want to play games that don't have access to the internet? And then Sony made fun of them trading games and stuff. And you had this misconception out here that you weren't going to be able to trade games. That is not true. They had a feature where, and this is why GameStop did what they did to Microsoft, where they pushed all of Xbox gaming to the back store, put all PlayStation stuff up in front, and had their workers, when people came in to buy a system, they were being sold PlayStation over Xbox, because Microsoft had a feature where us, the users, would have been able to transfer our licenses to another gamer, sell it.
Oh, there you go. That's what I was talking about.
We would have got profit off that. And since Microsoft was the middleman, they would have got a profit off of it. And they took that profit. They was going to take that profit and it was going to go directly to the developers, because Microsoft or developers doesn't see the money off used sales.
Facts.
GameStop saw that and was like, you're trying to end us.
Hey, Post. I'm glad you said that, because they went from celebrating Yoshida and old buddy sharing games to support. Now they talking about support the devs.
Yeah, hold on,
bro.
They don't.
Man, the confusion, the misconception, boy.
When you share the game, when you have a physical copy and you sharing that game around with multiple people, the dev don't see none of that money. When you take the game to GameStop and trade it in, and somebody else buys it, the developers, the publishers,
they don't see none of it.
None of that.
Oh no, they don't see nothing. That was the main.
Game Pass is saving developers and publishers. The small guys get a chance to fight in this look, but most people wouldn't even play these games that are on Game Pass. Like the smaller games, the indie games, right? They wouldn't play those games. Game Pass is giving those games exposure. Exactly. Exposure is the key thing.
Not only that though, where you're going to get money off that sale for being able to sell that used game to another friend. They also was going to allow you to game share up to 10 people on your friends list, as long as they've been a part of your friends list for 30 days or more. So imagine you have 10 people on your friend list, all of y'all game sharing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know how much content? Then you had the feature where they had the tournament feature in there. They showed you that with Killer Instinct, where You could say like Rain always calling people out in Halo, right? Because he think he's a great Halo player. Shout out to Rain, my brother Rain. He is a great Halo player. So like you wanted to do a 1-on-1 match. You can schedule that match. You would have been able to schedule that match for a certain day and time, right? And when that certain day and time come, the system would have instantly booted you right into the match, not into a startup screen, not into none of that. You was going to go straight in. It was going to instant boot you right into the tournament match where you can start getting it going. It was so many features, but how they explained it, the messaging behind it, because I don't think all of it was together and mess it up. And people was crying about systems being, we have always online systems right now. The Xbox One removed those features from because people was complaining about always online, all turned out to be an always online system. 2K needed actually online to play. The PS4, who came out with DRM first. The information leaked on the PS4 DRM before it leaked on the Xbox DRM. It's just when the Xbox stuff leaked, it had more of a bigger impact and Sony was able to just sweep their shit up on the rug and fall back and say, okay, we're going to keep the attention over there because they ain't no longer talking about the DRM that still came out on the PS4. So people was complaining about system being always online, and when they was already in the always online world,
right?
You feel me?
Yeah.
I never understood people, and those same people now who complained about soldiers and sailors and people that live in communities with no internet or don't have that much. I ain't seen a tweet about a soldier or sailor or what's going on with. When the last time you seen a tweet where a pony came up to you and said, does anybody have an update on the soldiers and sailors and the people in the community that didn't have
Did they get an Xbox?
Did they ever get access to the internet?
Did they get a console?
Did they get a console? You feel me? Let me see. Let me get these. Okay, let me get the rest of these. Shout out to Von T with the $2. Uncharted MP is terrible, doing us a favor.
Oh shit! I like Uncharted multiplayer. I ain't play it much, but the little bit I did play it wasn't bad. It is pay to win though.
Yeah, and then Darkness with the $7.29 AED. I'll convert that later, whatever that is. Great podcast. What's up, Legal? And we got Dirt Griggity with the $5. What up, fellas? Dirt. Doing y'all thing. I remember all the Xbox 8 posts. Talk about it. I want these hypocritical ponies to never. We won't let them ever forget.
We ain't gonna let them forget. You hear?
They're gonna say, "Why y'all keep talking about it?" Cause
put their face in the dirt. You hear me?
That's it. But over this last week, we also not only the Activision, Xbox has just been killing it in the news cycle in terms of positive information regarding the brand. And I think all of this is going to help push the brand even more as they expand globally and things like that. But we also have some good Xbox revenue news. Over the holiday quarter, Xbox generated over $5.4 billion. That's a B. That's a B. That's a B. Not an M. That's a B. That's over the holiday quarter. That's just over the holiday quarter, right?
Man.
They say that's the biggest holiday results ever recorded for the Xbox division, and Microsoft seems clear the brand is headed in great direction. I also want to give shout outs to Benji Sales, who stay consistent with this information and for us to breaking down this stuff for us to get through in the simplest term. So shout out to you, Benji Sales.
Shout out, Benji.
He says Xbox results for Microsoft fiscal year 22 quarter 2 earnings. Gaming revenue grew 8% overall. Xbox content and services grew 10% over an already strong year. comparable thanks to growth in first-party games and Game Pass. Game Pass subscribers.
Look at that Game Pass.
First-party games and
so
Game
you mean
Pass.
Tell me they paying more than $1 post?
They paying more than $1 out here, player.
More than $1.
They paying more than $1 out here, player.
Getting serious, bro. It's getting serious.
He also says the first-party games and the growth in the Game Pass subscribers help offset declines in third-party titles. And we know who those third-party titles are. Call of Duty and Battlefield not living up to the normal numbers that they usually do. So Game Pass subscribers and first-party games had offset those declines in those sales. And then it also says Xbox hardware grew 4%. But don't nobody want no Series X and S. Ain't nobody buying that shit. You feel me? Ain't nobody buying it. Look, my take on this is that Xbox is trending in the right direction, okay? It is trending in the right direction. And I think the latest news that's coming out that we've had over the week will help it. It's going to help it do even more. Nobody expected the Series S to outsell the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation over Black Friday, right? And I was laughed at when I said at some point the Series S will outsell the PlayStation 5. And I still think that remains to be true because I think back when I said this was before the Activision acquisition. Now after the Activision acquisition, I feel even stronger about this because, and I want you guys to tell me what y'all think about this. Imagine a Series S, 250, or 150, right? They removed the paywall to play Fortnite and all that stuff, so you get all Fortnite, Apex free to play on a $250 box or $150 box, but you can also get Game Pass, where you have access to every Call of Duty, resolution boost, frame rate boost, and then you have every Call of Duty date and Game Pass. Tell me that's not a system selling like that.
Yeah, bro, that's gonna be crazy. Especially if they make those old Call of Duty games 120 FPS. They do the FPS boost.
Yeah,
and they all in Game Pass. Man,
yeah, I think that's gonna happen. I think if you're Microsoft, it's not just a thing of you bringing Call of Duty over to the ecosystem. You got to add other incentives to kind of move and pull that fan base over. And I think when Jason Ronald, shout out to Jason Ronald and his team who do the FPS boosts and stuff like that, I think we're going to get that tweet. And you're going to see every Call of Duty from 360 all the way on up to now with updated resolution and the FPS boost. And guess what?
Damn.
It's
only on Game Pass.
Only on Game Pass. Only on Xbox. Because they're not going to do it for PlayStation. No, that's wasting resources.
You can't even play those games on PlayStation. They don't. You can't play PS3 games on PlayStation outside of PS4.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. And that's where backwards compatibility come in that everybody be shunning now. And since this news came out about Spartacus possibly giving Sony fan base access to PS1, PS2, PS3 games, I still think if that happens, it's going to be in limited quantities, like Xbox, because you got to deal with licensing issues. You got to deal with music that's probably no longer licensed no more. So it's so much to deal with in terms of them back compact games. So I don't think all of the library will be BC, but they probably go for the main hitters and stuff like that. But I think it still won't be enough. Y'all got anything to say about Xbox revenue and the sector being up and being profitable and thriving right now?
I feel at this point it would just be, being too boastful. If we just kept talking about the revenue and the
hold on.
Listen. We already got 20 million plus players on Forza, 20 million on Halo. I ain't trying to be the platform while it's down. You feel me?
No. They stumped us out.
Fuck them niggas.
They stumped us out when we was down. They stumped us out when we was down. What are we doing here?
Preach.
I'm about to all this slander for the last 7 years.
Hello.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I want y'all predictions because you know the Sony financials come out like I think it's February 2nd.
Yeah.
What do y'all think, bro?
Fuck them. Hey, fuck them.
Long
story short, I
don't think they hitting their targets, bro.
Bro, for a company that came out 7 years of nothing but slander from the media to the other companies, the competitors, to where we at right now, they have a system that is not only bringing in nothing but content and revenue. I have shares in them, so my pockets is gonna be nice. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to you. But looking at the climate in which, see, this is the thing, and this is why everyone, I want to speak on this because they always say, why do you speak on revenue? Why you speak on this? Why you always in their pockets? The reason why you do this is because you got to look at the long game. Who wants to invest in a brand that's going under? Everything isn't milk and honey when they advertise this shit to you. So when they going into there and they talking to the legal team, they talking to the actual investors, you're getting the raw numbers and data. They're letting you know, hey, 5-10 years out, this is our direction. This is what we're doing. When it comes down, this has already been spoken upon that they was buying other gaming publishers and things of that nature. So when you hear that coming out of a company's mouth and you hearing deals where they say, hey, we are working with the government and possibly getting deals with the Pentagon and this new server that's up and running and it's damn near number 2 or number 3 in the world of online servers, and you see the direction in which gaming is going online, you got to get behind that. You will be dumb as fuck not to. So all of those little coins and money that you are saving on Game Pass, you might want to start putting that shit into the stock market. Just an FYI.
Look, let me tell you something. I don't know what Noah has drunk today before he came on this show. I don't know what he is thinking about. That's not stump them out. No, stump they ass. Stump them out. Clock them over the head with a metal bat. Put the boot on their face.
Man.
You feel me? Drag them down the street. You feel me? Drop them in the soil. We not finna do this.
We not turning the other cheek on this one.
Thou shalt not turn the do unto others as they do unto you.
I choose violence.
You feel me? Yes, do unto others as they do unto you, player. We shall not choose to
look what Sony is doing and what's coming out. Like they are literally they are stopping the growth of their developing teams. You're taking shit that's out. These people are talented as fuck over there. Hands down. Ain't no way here and here you can come up with an idea which is God of War and it blow up as much as it did. These guys have full-blown talent, and I sure know for a fact they do not want to sit there and just play single-player games the rest of their fucking lives when it comes to developing the games. Whereas with Sony, they're fear-mongering the fuck out of their developers to just put out single-player bullshit. I said it, bullshit.
Well, I think they just got caught, right?
I don't think they got caught. I can't say that. Because look at what they're doing with Naughty Dog. Regardless if you don't like the multiplayer aspect of Last of Us and Uncharted, it was a demographic of people that actually enjoyed it. It was people that was actually playing it. It maybe wasn't the most high numbers, depending on the sales. It was still being occupied. And instead of you motherfuckers catering to that audience, you decided to remove. And you weird motherfuckers out there just go with it. Just accept it like it is what it is.
This is what I'm saying about COD. The old regime of Sony had when you have single player games like that in the era where Phil and other people were saying single player games and experiences were dead, and you had Sony pretty much doubling down on that experience, right? And they're selling, Spider-Man selling 13 million, The Last of Us selling 20 million, God of War selling 20 million. To them in that era, it was successful. It was successful for them, and even Phil had to come out and change his stance, saying, single player games are not dead, and that's something that they would do at some point. I think what I mean by Sony being caught is they got caught in terms of the future outlook, right? Not so much looking ahead, and that's where they got caught because
exactly.
if you see what they did, they brought Gaikai, right? They had online, they had streaming capability since 2014, right?
Okay.
About 7 to 8 years. And during that time, your streaming platform was stuck at 700,000 subscribers for the last 7 to 8 years or more, right? You never upgraded the technology or expand. Well, I won't say never. You probably did some upgrades that was capable in terms of the infrastructure you had, right? But you never tried to expand that experience, right? So you actually remove PS Now from cell phones, from tablets, from TV because the experience was dog shit. Because some of the server farms were so far away that latency became a big issue, right? That's one. Number two, that your streaming service infrastructure is only able to accommodate up to 5 million subscribers based on a chart that you put out in one of your meetings. That's the threshold for you all, right? So you got a 7 to 8 year jump on streaming games, on cloud gaming and all that. Before Google introduced Stadia, before Microsoft started explaining xCloud, you were there before everyone. And you let that shit sit for 7 to 8 years, right? You didn't try to expand the infrastructure to expand the product or that. So that tells me you weren't looking ahead. You were so focused on traditional model. The now, which is selling hardware, selling software, and contents and service in terms of what PSN and PS Plus offer. Now Stadia, Google come out and launch Stadia, and Yoshida's there saying, "Hey," and the guy asked him, "What you think about Stadia?" And his initial answer was, "We have a lot of catching up to do." Well, how are you catching up when you started 7 to 8 years before any of this shit was even done?
Well, Pose. Let me ask you this question. This is another thing that I found out on CES. How long has Sony been producing TVs?
Oh, a long time. Like the 80s, right?
Yeah.
We talking about like the 80s, right? Okay. It is 2021. They had the Sony and PlayStation been around for, y'all can do whatever estimate. It's been a nice little grip.
95,
right? 2 decades or so. Why in the fuck your high-end TVs and low-end TVs that y'all announced don't have any feature related to the Sony brand of PlayStation or anything that's related to game mode with the visuals? There's no feature in their TVs, top of the line TVs, that's even dedicated or even representing the fucking Sony brand.
They just started doing that in the Bravia, Bravia TVs, but it's not. But I think Microsoft, it's the auto HDR, and
they don't have no game mode in their shit. But you have Microsoft deals with LG and Samsung, and they're finna come out with xCloud on these goddamn on the TVs. Well, I'm talking about to the point where you're gonna see these in hotels and you know what I'm saying, abroad, vacation sites built in. You can request the remote, you can play on the fly.
No, hey, but look, but the thing is, Mello, they had it a bit like built in Samsung TVs.
They had all that.
Like it's built into their deal, but
that's what I'm saying. They had it on
that. They couldn't
support.
Remember when PS Now first started, you had to wait in the queue. I'm talking about like a long time. Like PS Now only like the streaming part of it can only support so many players at one time.
Yeah, at one time.
They like their servers just can't manage the capacity.
They can't, and that's why I said they are. And though they're in first place in revenue in terms of like things like that, in terms of where the gaming battleground, the war is headed, they are behind in the fight. They are behind in the fight because Microsoft with Azure, they have their own infrastructure. They have their own. They all in South Korea. They all in China, Africa. They just built 2 data centers in parts of Africa. I won't say Africa in parts because it's a lot of countries within Africa. But I think 2 countries in Africa, they just built data centers, and they constantly building. So the infrastructure is there. Sony doesn't have the infrastructure, so they have to rely on either Amazon or Google. Well, in this case, they decided to go with Microsoft, right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend, because we don't have the assets to start building our own data sites or data centers around the world. And if we do, or if we did start now, it'll take us the next 10 or 20 years, and we still probably won't catch up to where our competitors is right now. And while we spending that investment over the next 10 or 20 years to try to gain ground, we're trying to gain ground and fight and be competitive in the gaming space that big tech is in already now. It's just too much. So the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Wait.
Amazon and Google, Microsoft, you know what, player?
So the competitor, so your competitor, and the one that granted, the past was the past. I know the battle between cross-platform and all that stuff between the two. The competitor that you are down and putting down, you are now running to them for data service, and y'all have this fight that's going back and forth about data, and you're going to be using their servers.
Yeah. You know, the enemy of my look. Sony know. Sony
next topic. Next topic. Let me tell you
something. Sony worried about the same people Microsoft worried about,
bro.
And they not worried about each other. They worried about big tech, Facebook, Amazon, Google, Apple, with its $3 trillion assets of a company coming in and being able to bat and spend whatever they want. And Sony worrying about the same people Microsoft. The thing is, the difference is Sony ain't at that table. Microsoft is. So Microsoft know what they're doing because they at the table with we trillionaires over here. You down there with the little B crew. You down there with little B crew. You little B and them right down there. Y'all little billionaires. Y'all little billionaires down there. Y'all little B and them down there. Look, little B and them. Y'all cool down there. Look, it's like at Thanksgiving, like when you was growing up at Thanksgiving.
Higgle your little plate.
Yeah, but the kids was at the kids table, and the adults was at the adult table. Microsoft,
you playing spades and poker. Y'all go play Uno. Here you go.
You know what I'm saying? So the adults at the adult table, which is Microsoft, Google, Apple, all of them at that table, and then little Bill them down there with the sippy cups. You know what I'm saying? Well, German chocolate, little potato salad, whatever.
You got that little beer bone.
You feel me? They had the sippy cup table with little B in them.
Man, give him a napkin, man. He over there drooling. Give him a napkin. Bro,
but guess what? You was there before all of them in 2014.
Right.
No wonder why the whole old regime game. Because if I'm coming in, right? Mm-hmm. And I see that you had a 7 to 8 year jump on where the industry was going to be in the next 10 to 15 years, and y'all let that fall. Everybody fired. Everybody gone. Fire everybody.
Yeah, fumble. Put that motherfucker in the basement. Y'all put us this far behind to where we got to go to our competitors. Yeah,
we bought Geico for $300 million and sat on the shit. Everybody fired. Throw the whole regime away. Throw the whole. Think about it. And I know the Pony fans say they don't care. Or Sony cares. I'm not talking about this from a fanboy perspective. We're talking about this from a corporate perspective, where this is the business world.
From an investor
from investors. Technology is moving every day. New sectors are being created. It's advancing every day. And you had a 7 to 8 year start on that technology, and you're now behind damn near 7 to 8 years. What are we doing here? Throw the whole regime out. Bring Jim Ryan here, who's been going around the world and successfully setting up studios, businesses, and offices for Sony for the last 20 years. Bring him in, the numbers guy.
The numbers guy.
Bring him in. Boy. And people really don't understand it, but you know what? They're not going to understand it now. But the next 5 or 10 years, they're going to come back and they're going to look at these shows that we've done and be like, them niggas right there was right.
Them niggas right there? Sorry to tell you. I'm sorry, but you can't deny when a company goes and says, hey, to your developers, here's the bag, bring it over here to Game Pass, and we're going to take care of the rest. As a consumer, a person with kids, as a soccer mom that's somewhere out there in the world, bro, that's enticing as fuck. I'm sorry to tell you.
Out of tune. Sony has been out of tune for generations. Look in the 360 era. In the PS3 era, right? They knew coming from the OG era that Microsoft already had data centers. Microsoft came in the game industry, investing $2 billion in 3 data centers, right? Those data centers has now been consumed by Azure. And I think those data centers was kind of a base or a foundation for Azure, okay? And all the data centers that's around the sites, right? So you go in the 360 era, the infrastructure is even more stronger now. And what Microsoft says, all developers, come to us, bring your games onto our ecosystem. Anything dealing with services, Xbox Live, multiplayer, we'll take care of that for you so you can focus on developing the game.
Right.
What did Sony tell the developers? You have to set up your own.
That's crazy, bro. Cause I was here since the OG Sony, bro. Like, bro, if it wasn't for Sony, we wouldn't have GTA. So me kicking they back in is coming from a person that actually was involved and enjoyed their brand at one point in time in their life. But the reason that I got off of Sony was because of the Linux situation. I was in school and college. Bro, I done got all my little nigga pennies up and bought that $600 some console for Linux because I was in programming. And then all of a sudden they just removed the whole entire thing within like 6 months of its release. So it's been going downhill for me personally since that point. But it's hard not to see this and not raise an eyebrow, because how the hell one company can give you a so-called $70 game and Game Pass for free, where the other one is nickel and diming you? That's just amazing to me.
I mean, the Game Pass is about. I don't think. Well, it's Microsoft.
It's not just first party. We getting third party releases too.
But Microsoft has the income to not only lose money on Game Pass, the capital, to lose money on Game Pass until it becomes a viable and profitable service, but they also have the capital to pay for games. If you look at Amazon, right, and their services, Amazon took a loss on their services for 14 years before they start making a profit. 14 years. Not 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They took a loss on their subscription services for 14 years before they start gaining a profit. Now they're one of the biggest companies in the world, and they making money hand over fist off their subscription services that they was willing to take a loss on for 14 years. right? You have to have the capital to do that. And Microsoft is willing to take a loss on Game Pass for however many years and pay for developers to come into their ecosystem to support it until it starts making hand over fist. And this Activision acquisition, which we're going to talk about later, is going to help them achieve that, because the 25 million subscribers, oh, that's going to go 30. They're going to be at 40. I'm looking at about 40, 50 million subscribers.
I think by the end of the year.
Yeah. And I ain't talking
about by the end of the year.
I'm not even talking about by the end of the generation. People say it was by the end of the generation. No. They're going to hit 40 or 50 million subscribers this generation alone. This generation alone. And so Sony doesn't have the capital to do that. Now, when you're $2 trillion in debt and you have 1.73 trillion of current debt, not long-term, current debt. Current debt means it's debt you have to pay back over the next year. It's a down debt. It's down debt, right?
Oh, my bread.
And Microsoft has 58 billion in debt. 50 billion of that is, I think, long term, and 8 billion of that is current debt. They just spent 8 billion on Bethesda. Like, who's that? Who said that? They just have debt just to have debt. But sometimes in business, you don't have to use your assets. You'll spend other people's money, to get things done, and then you pay that off. And then that helps build a line of credit and stuff like that, so you can get to other things. So there's business credit and stuff like that. You have to build. So we might do a business course or something on here when we talk about. You feel me? But let me get these super chats, and we're gonna move on to the next subject. We got my brother Big Stout with the $5 donations for one fuck nigga to another. Church, okay. We have Riley Reese, aka the Can Man, with the $2. Isn't Microsoft still behind Tencent and Sony? Yes, there are. Y'all so caught up in it now. But y'all gonna get it. Tim Diamond with the $5. Sub Post Mellow Noah, episode 2. Keep doing y'all thing. Yes, we will. And then we have Ballin' Harder with the $10. From Xbox has no games to Xbox running a monopoly. Oh, how times have changed. Twitter ponies are cornballs. Shout out to the chat and panel. Love the chemistry. Thank you, brother. We appreciate it, brother. And then we have Rob, who randomly robs everybody with the $5. He say they always run to Microsoft. Remember when PlayStation was hacked? Microsoft helped them secure the SHH and release that dog shit movie on Xbox.
That boy good. That boy good right there.
I forgot about that, Rob.
Why
you gonna do them like that, Rob? You can't be bringing up facts like that. You can't be bringing up facts
like that, right there.
But yeah, man. But anyway, though, this let us know that Microsoft. Let me stop sharing this. Microsoft and Xbox revenue is doing good. That's great to see. And the moves they're making are not for now. They're for the next 5 or 10 years out, when the real war and the real war is going to take place. Yes, Sony and Tencent are in first and second place in terms of revenue, but how long that will last, who knows?
Right.
Who knows? At this point, Microsoft has to make sure that Sony doesn't fall behind.
Keep up. You gotta pick them
Microsoft got to make sure
put them on the shoulder. You feel me?
They carry
We're at war right now. You can't be no bitch. Get your ass up.
Hey, it's crazy though, and they don't want to believe it, but they carrying Sony right now. They're making sure. Look, we need y'all strong right now. We need y'all to hold on
the line, boy.
Hold on. Hey, we can't have these other big tech coming in and buying y'all up here. So we need y'all to,
nigga. You can't be out here showing no weakness, little nigga.
We need y'all to hold on.
Shit was all good just a week ago.
You feel me? So let me what we're gonna do is we have some game announcements. And this first one is from a company that Microsoft is acquiring. So I'm going to pull this up on screen. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to get their perspective on what they think about it. And then we're going to move into the certain Affinity creating a Monster Hunter-like exclusive game for Xbox, and what y'all think about that too, because I know Noah play every fucking thing. Both of these niggas play everything. And I know Noah was playing Monster Hunter at one point. So let me see here.
Oh, shit, you it? Oh shit, man, we need to be linking up, brother.
Yeah, he's smashing the hell out them monsters' heads, bro. Smashing their face in with the big ass hammer.
Yeah. So it says, this is the first joint. We don't know the name of it, but it says, create a new universe with us. It says Blizzard. Let me see here. Let me go here. Where is it? It said Blizzard is embarking on our next quest. We're going on a journey to a whole new universe, home to a brand new survival game for PC and console. I see. It's not an S on console. On console, it's just console. So
console,
console or console. A lot of y'all gonna need to be consoled out here.
Let that go over your head.
Okay, so a brand new survivor game for PC and console. A place full of heroes we have yet to meet, stories yet to be told, and adventures yet to be lived. A vast realm of possibilities waiting to be explored. Every story needs a teller. Every world needs a builder. That says a lot right there. And, it might have some world building aspects in there. What if that could be you? What if you're able to tell your own stories and build your own worlds? For 30 years, Blizzard has been creating universes for millions of players around the globe. This requires a diverse team of developers willing to lend their voices, to listen, and to be heard. That is our mission. Do you like survivor games? Do you want to join? Okay, this is an effort to get more developers in, because I guess they ramping up to get this game out.
They join Death Row.
Yeah, but we don't know. We don't know the name of the game yet. All we know is that it is a survival game. Given Blizzard's pedigree when it comes to their IPs and the stuff that they have created. Look, they have Diablo 2 Resurrected, Overwatch 2, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Warcraft 3 Reforged, Diablo 4, Diablo Immortal, Diablo 3, StarCraft 2, StarCraft Remastered, and then Blizzard Arcade Collection. Giving their pedigree in terms of the games and the IPs that they have put out over the years since they existed, what kind of faith do y'all have in this new game they just announced? And do y'all think it will be exclusive to PC and Xbox?
Yes, and yes.
Hey, you took the words out of my mouth right now. But I'm going to go a little bit into it, because you're saying Blizzard, and then it's supposed to be more of a survival game. So, of course, yes to the exclusiveness. Yes, that is going to be a new game for the Xbox brand. But I wonder what type of art direction is going to be, in my opinion. I can see them definitely like touching bases with the people that made Grounded, and getting a couple ideas of things of that nature from them, because that's the whole thing.
Obsidian.
Yeah. Because I don't know if they ever touched in this type of world before, and it seemed like it's more going on the line of a passion project. Let's steer a little bit away from what we traditionally have done in the past, and by giving the user some new experience. But that survival part, it's kind of touchy on me, because I'm thinking like Ark Survival. I'm thinking, all the regular survival games that we got out here, what they're gonna do different that's gonna bring to the table. That's just a little bit skeptical on it, a little bit, just a little bit.
What you think, Noah? Okay, Noah muted right now. Look, this what I have. This what I have to say. I never played a Diablo game. but I've heard great things about it. I never played World of Warcraft or anything like that. I think I touched a little bit of StarCraft Ghost. I think that was on the OG Xbox, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember the OXM magazine from back in the day having StarCraft Ghost on it with the OG Xbox. I will say this, right? I wouldn't put myself in a position that I could say I'm familiar enough with playing all of the IPs that they put out to make a firm stance on this. The only thing I would say is that I am glad that they have the ability to create and do the things they want to do right now. And that they're not being sucked up into this COD thing. And I think they was eager to announce this game too. I think this game has been, because Mikey Barra stated that he's been playing hours of this game already.
So it's
think,
already up and going.
It's already up and going. I think now with the acquisition being made and a lot of things changing there, the studios and the developers have the ability to go off and make things that they've probably been working on for years. And so I think they was excited to come on now. Why you haven't been announced this? You mean to tell me Mikey Barr been playing this game for this long and you say you got hours in it? And you only make this announcement after the acquisition?
After acquired, right.
Yeah,
being acquired.
But given their pedigree and how people talk about Diablo, the success of World of Warcraft, hearing people talk about StarCraft Ghost and how they want that to make a return. I don't think people said Blizzard has ever made a bad game.
No, they haven't.
They have never made a bad game. So given their pedigree, I think this is going to be a dope game. I think it might be a sleeper too. It hits on world building, storytelling, aspects of building your own world, building your own community, probably like in State of Decay, where you could kind of build up your community, scrap for stuff and things like that, and kind of build up a team and stuff like that. I know it probably has some multiplayer and co-op aspects in there, but we'll see where it goes. What's your take on this, Noah?
Man, all I see is diversity, and more diversity.
Oh man,
this Activision Blizzard is a good pickup. We're getting different type of games. We've seen complaints from certain people that most Xbox first party games are shooters.
Right.
They play like Halo. So here's more. There's a different type of game, genre. I ain't gonna say I'm excited because I'm not big on survival games, but I want to give this game a chance. I want to see, what.
Well, we know you get everything a chance.
Right. I think most people should, bro. One thing I learned, bro, like you never know what type of game you'll like
until you play it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Thank you. I think a lot of people tend to look down upon indies in that aspect. Bro. A lot of these indie games are better than these big AA, AAA, and it's more. How should I say this? It's more risk being taken on the indie scene than there is on the AA and AAA scene.
Definitely is.
It is.
I just want to do a shameless plug on that one. Song of Arm indie game made by one developer. Bro, check that game out. It is dope. I think it was like $20. You probably can get it for 30, somewhere around there. The game is dope. And he single-handedly came up with that idea, brought it to the table, and Microsoft backed it. So definitely check it out.
Death's Door too. If you ain't played Death's Door, it's on Game Pass. You gotta play Death's Door.
That motherfucker was lit. I was surprised on Death's Door. And I played the Pedestrian also. It's a puzzle game. I'm into puzzle games too. So I was playing this little puzzle game, but it reminded me of Psychonauts. I don't know if y'all got to that part where you going into the mission and it's like a 2D side scroller, but it got like the words as the barrier. Yeah. It was a barrier in the game. It's just like that, fluid. Definitely a game to check out on the indie side.
Yeah. They can't say Halo, Gears, or Forza no more. We can.
Yeah, definitely.
All type of games.
Whatever the post.
Yeah, I'm back. My son was my bad. My son was knocking at the door. My lady was asking me what I want for dinner.
You feel me? Said Game Pass for the extra side of Game Pass. You got Game Pass sauce? I need to dip my Game Pass in it.
Oh snap! Whoa, sexual deviant. Well, no, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good thing. I think a lot of these companies is actually going in that same direction. Honestly, I think they have a lot of games in the tuck that they was not mentioning that we don't know nothing about. And it's only going to be a matter of time once they hit the scene. I thought it was more so they was buying these companies, they was gonna conduce them down, put them like somebody gonna work at Fable and get that out the door, and we maybe get the what's that dragon game again?
Scalebound?
Maybe a touch on that, maybe something like that. But
there's a rumor that after Crisis 4, Crytek gonna be working on Rise 2.
See, there you go. Okay.
Look, man. I think in terms of helping other studios and things like that, I think that's all well and no, but I think we're at a point where it's time for these studios to start embarking and working on their own games and stuff. Stuff they've been wanting to do for years, especially
support studios.
Because think about think about this for a second. Being a developer, working under Activision under Bobby Kotick, and you're working on multiple projects. You're in tune. You get to a space where you're you're in the rhythm in terms of that project, right? Mm-hmm. And then you just get the word down, say, look, stop what you're doing. None of what you're doing is important. The only thing is important right now is Call of Duty.
Oh shit!
Think about that,
bro. Yeah. And these developers are artists, bro. They want to work on more than just Call of Duty every year, but that's why the game gets stagnant. Like that's why you don't see no progress in the game. You could tell like developers just like, oh, making the same game again this year.
And just think about this too. Call of Duty no longer has to come out yearly no more.
Mm-hmm.
Halo, Gears, you have Doom, you have all these titles now that can allow other titles to breathe. A Halo, a Doom, it can allow Call of Duty to breathe. Oh, go ahead, take your time. I'm gonna go out here. I got you until you get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? And so I wanted to move on to this. It's a report that certain Affinity is working on an Xbox exclusive Monster Hunter like game codename Soreto or Soreto, whatever it. It says Microsoft is working on a veritable amount of content with both internal and external partners. Microsoft acquires ZeniMax and is attempting to acquire Activision Blizzard. And this growing list of upcoming Xbox games is a big driving force for its subscription service and Xbox Game Pass. In addition to internal games, Microsoft is working on a range of third parties on titles like Project Dragon from IO Interactive, which I think they're going to be purchased by Microsoft at some point. From what I heard, they've been in talks. When I heard about Microsoft purchasing IO Interactive, I was told they had been in talks since towards the end of 2020. It's now 2022, and we've already heard them working on an exclusive project for Microsoft. I think they're going to be absorbed by Microsoft because they've been in acquisition talks for a while. Maybe Microsoft wait to see what they do with this Project Dragon game and how successful it is. But I do think at some point they're going to be acquired. As dust falls from Interior Night and Contraband from Avalanche, which I've also heard acquisition talks about Avalanche, which has 3 studios. He said, thanks to the latest episodes of Jeff Grubb's Snack Show, we now have unearthed yet another game. I can confirm via our own separate sources that this game is indeed real and is currently codenamed Project Sorority. Sorority is, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Sorority is reportedly a Monster Hunter-inspired game implying big monster battles with multiplayer gameplay. The game is in development by certain Affinity, which is known primarily as a support studio on titles like Halo and Call of Duty. According to the information I received over the last few months, Project Sorority has been in development since the summer of 2020. So it might be a while since we, another couple years or two before we see this game, and it's likely slated for 2023, revealed in a 2024 release, although it may come a bit sooner or later, depending on the dynamism and variables that often come with game development. It says Certain Affinity has long been close to partners of Microsoft, working on various Halo titles from Halo 2 through to the Master Chief Collection to Halo Infinite. I received some separate hints that Certain Affinity may also be working on a new game mode for Halo Infinite, which could be a take on the popular Battle Royale formula or something completely different entirely. Okay, so look. Okay, so look. We're gonna start here.
What?
Look, we're gonna start here. Let me take that off screen because this what's the name? This Windows Citrus site is very memory hungry. But look, let me tell you something. Look, bro. That's what I have to say on this, all right? And shout out to Double O'Mello. If you look at his screen, it'll show you all the projects that Certain Affinity has worked on between Microsoft and what we got: Halo Infinite, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 Remaster, Crackdown 3, The World of Tanks Update 1.0, World of Tanks Stop Leviathan, Mafia 3, Doom 2016, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remaster, Halo Master Chief Collection, Age of Booty Tactics. I don't know. Yes.
What the fuck that is, man?
That is a weird look. I'm not making that up.
Age of Booty.
I don't know what game this is that's called Age of Booty Tactics. Yo.
Oh, in the worst way. That sounds like some Dyson Campbell type going on, bro.
Look. Yo, I had to double back and look at that just to see if I was reading that correctly. Age of Booty Tactics.
I don't even want to Google it. I think it's gonna be some nasty cookies popping up with that. I ain't even gonna hold you.
And so they did Call of Duty Ghost Devastation DLC, Call of Duty Ghost Onslaught DLC, Call of Duty Ghost, Halo 4 Bullseye Map Pack, Halo 4 Castle Map Pack, Halo 4 Majestic Map Pack, Halo 4, Halo Anniversary, Crimson Alliance, Halo Defiant Map Pack, Call of Duty Black Ops, Halo Waypoint, Age of Booty.
They doubled down on the booty.
Call of Duty World at World, Left 4 Dead, Halo Blast-tacular. So I remember the Blast-tacular map pack and all that stuff. That goes back to it. So what this seems is that they kind of been bouncing back before between Activision and Microsoft, right? Mm-hmm. In terms of the titles that they have been working on. So you can't tell me that Microsoft hasn't had a hand in help cultivating studios. This studio has worked on pretty much every Halo since Halo has came out, I guess. But I do want to say this. I'm a little weary of this title, and I'm gonna tell you why. Mm-hmm. Because Certain Affinity did the Master Chief Collection, and I know I don't like hanging things over developers' head because sometimes games are hit or miss. Mm-hmm. But we all know how the Master Chief Collection played out. And I will give them a pass on this, but I'm still going to be weary until we see. And the reason why I say that is because with the Master Chief Collection, that was a great undertaking. Nothing like that has ever existed at the time in terms of all those games being packaged under one. You had about 3 or 4 or 5 different engines, and all that shit just worked together simultaneously in one. So that was groundbreaking in terms of what they was able to do to take all those different engines, to take all those different games that was built differently, different aspects of the engine, and put that under one pretty much source code, and you're able to play like Halo 2 or 3 in the Master Chief Collection and still get access to Halo 4 map packs and Halo 2 and all this. The shit they was doing was great, but I'm a little at ease on what they're gonna do with this game since they're creating this pretty much probably from the ground up. Since they're not acting in a support studio role, I'm kind of a little bit apprehensive on this. What y'all think?
Well, me, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna disagree with you on that. The reason being is because, as you see from the list, and the guy's been here since Halo Anniversary, and even with the Master Chief going out how it did, releasing how it did, with all the errors and the issues and the things that it had, like you just said, it was going between showing you the updates that we had to the game that was back then, and it was simultaneously up on the click of a button. That was crazy within itself. I think that due to this being their own very first game of their own, not piggybacking off of other games and coming in for help and support, you're going to see you may be going to see a different company at that point, because again, this is coming from the grounds up. And on top of that, they worked on Halo Infinite, which means if Master Chief was as bad as it came out,
that shit was terrible.
They allowed them to work on Halo Infinite. I don't know what they did on it exactly, but they worked on Halo Infinite. They got credit for it. So apparently you must have did something right for you to be brought back in for Halo Infinite.
What is that? They got experience. I mean, just naming the studios, they got experience, but this is their opportunity to become more than a support studio. This is their time to shine. You know what I mean?
That's where I was going towards. It's your time to shine with this. As far as them mimicking Monster Hunter, I think that was a really good strategy in my opinion, because I see things differently. When it comes to the Western market with Japanese and the Western market, which is us and everything, Monster Hunter is locked down with Capcom and Nintendo. We had a Monster Hunter previously, which was good. The only negative that I had with that game was they took too long to come out with the newer monsters for the game to keep the user base going. And then when they dropped DLC, they was trying to charge you for $40-$30 for the DLC. It was just a money hungry moment.
Iceborne. Hey, Mello, exactly. Did you beat the first Monster Hunter?
Hell yeah.
Nigga, I am stuck on that last monster. I need help, bro.
Oh, hey, hold on. I got my boy Hitman, my boy Hitman, and Born, the guy. We can help you out on that.
I'm on that last. No, that nigga, he'll fuck you like he got like a one-hitter quitter, bro.
Yeah, I haven't been on there personally myself, but we got to the end. We beat that game, but when it came to Iceborne, I fell back. But
I haven't played it. I was trying to play Iceborne, but I didn't want to play it till I beat that boss. Me and Manhattan, we tried to beat it, man. We spent the whole day trying to beat that last boss.
Oh shit! You gotta have more than one. Yeah, you gotta have more than one person because of how it's cannons on the map, and everybody got to be loading up cannons and fighting at the same time. It's a crazy little strategy you got to do. It got to be at least a 2-man squad. But I definitely help you with you on that shit.
Also, too, like he'll escape. Like you got a certain time to beat the bosses too. They'll run away. Like the monsters, they'll run away, and if you don't find them and kill them in time, you'll fail the mission. And then they'll sneak up on you, hit you one time, and you out of health. but it's
you got to load up and you got to have a certain amount of weapons. I don't know what your weapon loadout looking, but we'll touch on that. But just saying that, if you know Monster Hunter brand, Monster Hunter is hands down second to none one of the biggest franchise out there. I think it's damn near as close to maybe third or fourth in the Japanese market, in my opinion. Because they got a whole damn theme park relating to Monster Hunter.
Wow.
Nintendo seen the profit that it got when they seen it was going to the PlayStation and Microsoft, and Nintendo said, "No, the next one coming over here exclusive," and they took that joker right up. So, seeing that game is in a chokehold with Nintendo, and it won't be a budge going on with it, seeing the company kind of stepping up and actually giving that that brand to Microsoft is gonna be a good look. Only thing they need to do, in my opinion, just if y'all listen to this, just a heads up, diversity with the monsters, and you have to make sure you have that online on point when it comes to connectivity and the lobbies.
And make it brutal. What make Monster Hunter so dope is,
you
really beat the shit out these monsters, dog. Like these dudes be limping across the map.
A couple big head decapitations. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna knock a decapitation in the game.
Don't need no animal societies pulling up.
If Peta played this game,
these are mutant. These are mutant animals. These ain't like the regular animals. These are mutated animals. You know what I'm saying? You might get a dinosaur with a horn on, but they head like you can do the little chip damage and take off a tail or something. But man, let me be able to whack a leg off.
You could give them head trauma and everything, dog.
Yeah, let me be able to whack a leg off or two. You know,
it's real violent
I ain't
right
gonna
now,
lie, bro. Some of the monsters they not even aggressive, bro. You just you really chasing these niggas down.
You have to give a story. I don't know how they're gonna do the character building in this. If it's just gonna be, hey, we make our own characters and get into this world and fight, it could be a vanilla story. But if you're gonna make a character, man, y'all gonna have to carry that with gloves on, man, because that's touchy. That's touchy building a character around a Monster Hunter game.
But, bro, you guys are actually excited over this. Noah, what is up today? You really came here choosing violence today. Say killing the monsters and beating them up. You can really do damage and pulling their neck. What are we doing? What's going on?
Bro, that's the fun of Monster Hunter, bro. It's brutal.
That's the fun part of it. Capturing them jokers. They how you do the mission where you can defeat it. You can capture it with a net. Put that nigga to sleep.
These monsters ain't even fighting back, bro. Like they defending themselves, but really, dog, you chasing these monsters across the map and brutalizing them, dog.
Chasing hands down.
They need to call it Peta.
And what made it so dope is you get to brag off about your armor and your suit. And I grind this out and beat this monster for so many times.
You can wear their weapon. You can wear their skin as a
outfit,
coat.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Put a whole fur coat on in this bitch.
And they go hunt some more.
You skinned that motherfucker alive, but
only the boss and some of the dragons, bro. They like real aggressive. They'll fuck you up. But like some of the target monsters that you hunting, bro. This game is Animal Cruelty 2000. When the game dropped, 2017 or whatever. That's what they should have. They should name it Animal Cruelty, not Monster Hunter. That shit's, bro.
They are monsters. Those are not puppies and kittens that you beating up on. So
some of them are.
Good. They look like.
Man, look, bro. You can beat up the little baby dragons too, dog. Like,
hey, Peter, slow down. This ain't a fight y'all need to jump in, man. Let us have this. Just a couple brutalities on a couple cats and dogs, man. That's mutated. That's all.
Oh man, look at these guys.
It shows just going off. It shows what Phil Spencer and Microsoft is doing. That whole visiting them, going out to China or whatever, and trying to talk to developers. It shows the direction that they're saying, "Hey, we know we lack in this area. Here's an effort of us trying to fix that for the future." So I'm willing to give it a try.
Check this out, Post. You standing on top of a dinosaur, right? And this ain't Horizon Zero Dawn. This ain't no robot dinosaur. You stand on top of his head. You got this big ass mallet, and you just cock that mallet back and hit that motherfucking dragon on the side of the face.
Bitch, I wish you would.
And nigga say, oh! Then the animal start running away, and you go chase that nigga, go do it again.
Yo, y'all, look, man. I don't know what. Look,
you gotta love gaming.
What?
You gotta love gaming.
Look, I guess if you're frustrated or something like that, man, and you come in on a day and you want to take your anger out on something, just boot up Monster Hunter.
You gotta slap them
the way they say. What?
You gotta try it out, folks. You gotta try it, bro. You gotta get that hammer, dog.
You know what?
I'm talking about video games. He's talking about real life. Don't do that, man.
You know what's crazy?
Molly,
I started Monster Hunter, right? Guess who I started Monster Hunter with?
I don't even want to know.
Who that?
Noah.
Oh, you did? You started with me? You said kept playing me, bro.
They don't even remember. But you know what? Yep. Let me tell y'all something. About Noah. Look, when this nigga play games, he don't be playing. You either go get out and play the game. Are your ass getting left behind, bro? And bro, before I know it, they was leveled up. They was way ahead of me in different parts of the world. And you know, Noah, when he on the road to beast, he ain't finna come back and have your way. You just finna keep going, move forward. You don't have him complete the shit he beat it. I'm done. You see, Noah, and that ain't the only time, you know, everybody know Noah. He actually play a game. Bro, look, that motherfucker left me. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, where to go, how to move throughout the world. And next thing you know, he on this show right now today talking about he on the last ball. He don't even remember that I started the damn game.
Oh my God.
Shout out to
what happened to No Man Left Behind, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hey, I got a full-time job. You gotta keep up. Hey,
now with the $10, no balls. Y'all bomb rush Z show after y'all finish. Definitely. Yeah, big fact. Shout out to the big homie. Shout out to the big homie, man. What we're gonna do is talk about next is I'm gonna skip the whole GTA thing. You gotta leave them people alone. Them people, I ain't gonna need to put their business out there like that.
Well, you get it.
No, I ain't gonna need to put the business out there. You see some of them videos and what they be doing.
I gotta read up on it. So
yeah, I ain't gonna leave. I'm gonna leave that GTA shit alone. Them people don't play no game. I got none but love and respect for them. You know what I'm saying? Let them do what they do, how they do it. I love my life. I want to live. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to live. So I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna just mind my business. And we just gonna move on. That's all. I'm just mind my business. That's all. That's all we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to GTA. You feel me? And so what we're gonna do is go here. And so we'll talk about this, and then we're gonna get into some other things before we close out the show in terms of what GameStop is doing now. GameStop and possibly some other stores are doing now. So Activision Blizzard. Let me switch that to there. And let me see here. It should be on there.
You got the link. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got the link. So let me do this here. So Microsoft and Activision has came to an agreement in terms of the Call of Duties. Let me see. Is this it right here? Let me see here. Share. And it says Activision next 3 Call of Duty games will be on PlayStation and Xbox. Agreement struck before Microsoft deal will be honored. Microsoft could eventually deprive its rival of top franchises, right? And so it goes on to say that Activision Blizzard is being brought by Microsoft. Will release at least the 3 next games in its hit Call of Duty franchise on Sony's PlayStation, as well as his new owner's Xbox. Okay, this was before the news of the $69 billion acquisition broke last week. Activision had already committed to making the next few Call of Duty games available on Sony console, according to 4 people with knowledge of the deal, speaking anonymously because they were not authorized to speak to the press. That includes this year's Call of Duty. That's one. So the Call of Duty that dropped this year is one. Okay. Expected to be a new entry in a popular modern warfare sub-series being developed by Infinity Ward in the following game, which is in development at Treyarch. That's 2. Right? And I guess the third one will be the Warzone 2 that they spoke about. The deal also includes a plan of a new iteration of Call of Duty Warzone, the lucrative free-to-play game that were released in 2020. Phil Spencer, who recently appointed chief executive officer of Microsoft Games, said last week that he had spoken to Sony leadership, not just Jim Ryan, the leadership. All them niggas called up. I confirm our intent to honor our existing agreement, yada, yada, yada. We already know that, right? So the thing I want to talk is to get y'all thoughts about this. So we got a Call of Duty coming out this year, right? That knocks one off the board. The next one is in 2023, and you also probably get Warzone 2 in 2023. So all that gets knocked off the board between now and next year. So after 2023, you can go into 2024, we could see exclusive COD titles to Xbox. I want to get y'all perspective on this because a lot of people told me, big duty Call of Duty fans, that it wasn't no need to make a new Warzone or a Warzone 2. They could just continue with what they have. But reading up on the Warzone 2, they're going to redo a lot of things. And this Warzone 2 is going to be next-gen systems exclusive. So it's not going to support the Xbox One. It's not going to support the PlayStation 4, the One X. It's only going to support the Series X, S, and the PlayStation 5 system moving forward, which is a good thing because it's time to leave that old hardware behind. So what do y'all think about this? And then what do y'all see Call of Duty after 2023?
Well, go ahead, 706, or you want me to go?
I'll go first.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's a good move. As a Warzone player, I play a lot of Warzone. I'm over 150 wins on Rebirth and Warzone.
Okay. Yeah, but you and Volume, y'all always playing Warzone.
Oh yeah, we be getting it in, bro. Shout out to the Warzone brothers in the Discord, man. You know, we get down.
Facts.
But yeah, like Warzone, it needs a next gen only patch, bro. Like our consoles, we don't have an FOV slider, so like our field of view is very narrow. The graphics, they look good on release, but they starting to look, outdated, especially compared to new games. Yeah. And I think it will help the server, like the server performance too, just being next gen only, because you're not dealing with those Jaguar CPUs. You can that's better communication between the consoles and the servers. So yeah, I see it as a plus. And yep, Call of Duty will be exclusive after 2023. And I say that definitively, no hesitation. So my solution is Game Pass. Get it while it's cheap, before the price go up. Just rack up. That is, bro. You see the signs. It's there, bro. It's always when it's fire, there's smoke.
Well, for me, as somebody don't give two shits about Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, good fucking riddance. I'll just say this. I pretty much said the same thing I said at first, that regardless if it's exclusive or not, the back end money is coming to Microsoft. So who really gives a fuck? If I'm following the direction of what Phil Spencer had put out already, saying that, hey, we're willing to work with the competitors, but y'all are going to have to use Game Pass, so we're going to have to use our data centers and things of that nature for the profit side of the back end. Here, have fun with the game. As far as the retail store situation going on, it proves my point again of what I said before about what happened prior to things happening on the Microsoft and Sony end of the consoles, and the Call of Duty French users or cult following going to the next company or next brand, whoever had the exclusive content, they go over there to that console. It didn't matter. They didn't care about these plastic devices. Only thing they care about is playing the game. So I can very much see, especially seeing that Microsoft has a deal with GameSlut in some damn shape, form, or fashion, that they had to redo their stores. So I can see them marketing and telling their employees that, hey, letting these people know, Call of Duty will be on the Microsoft platform exclusively, DLC and weapon skins and all of that's going to be dropping there first than what you'll be getting on Sony. And I see them it's pretty much marketing conditioning. You're conditioning your customers to know upon future references what device they should be purchasing, which is going to always be a plus for Microsoft, because again, if this Xbox S Series S come out and it goes down to that price of what you said, $250, $230, that's going to make it even worse for Sony or Nintendo when it comes to this Call of Duty brand, because it's like, yo, my introduction is low as fuck, and then on top of that, I get the game in Game Pass, and the money that I save from not buying the game, I'm gonna buy it in skins and DLC content. So that's what I see the direction going.
Okay, definitely. Now, I agree with you both. Shout out to Adverse 7 with the $4.99. Thank you, brother. In my opinion, for COD, after the contracts for Sony to get COD, they must include Game Pass or restructure the PS Store cut 70-30 to 80-20, or make it only on X.
Facts.
I think some going to be compromise there in order for them to keep COD on PlayStation. You never know what's going to happen.
I think it's going to be PlayStation that keeps it off of PlayStation. Remember, Sony has that extra tax for crossplay and
the Xbox tax.
Yeah,
the Xbox tax.
We all know that ain't going to be the case come 2024. So
that is a fact.
Is Sony going to be so prideful they're not going to allow the game on their platform, because of the Xbox tax, or what? I don't know, bro. It's interesting, dog. Like I expect the Warzone 2 to be multi-plat, but PlayStation, like you said, PlayStation ain't gonna get a bigger cut like they used to.
Look, I look at it like this. I think it's people saying, well, you don't want to take Warzone off. Oh, I think Warzone 1 is still going to exist across all platforms. So the people who play it on Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 and all that stuff will still be able to access that version of Warzone. But I think if you want to play Warzone 2, you have to have at least a PlayStation 5, a PC, a Series X or S. It's time to move forward and get away from some of the old hardware. And I think this bodes well for Microsoft, because by the time that Warzone 2 comes out, you might have a Series S at $249 or $149, or at least by $249. At least by the time that happens, you have every Call of Duty in Game Pass, including Warzone 2 launching day and date in Game Pass, along with the next Call of Duty. I don't think y'all understand the magnitude of having COD day and date in Game Pass and a system that's only $300 right now, or $249 by the time a lot of this stuff happens. I don't think y'all know how big or huge that is, because a lot of the casual games, they don't care about resolution and stuff like that.
They really don't.
My son doesn't even care how he consumes his game. He play Call of Duty on the tablet. He'll play that shit on his cell phone, or he'll play it on his Xbox. If he can't play it on his Xbox, he'll pull it up. My son play Call of Duty in the car with me all the time on his cell phone. He don't care about resolution and graphics and what pixels on the screen. As long as he can play, that's all he care about. It's the hardcore. It's us that make a big deal out of a lot of these games. Let me take this off, G. it's us. It's the hardcore that makes a big deal out of a lot of the resolution, the frame, because we want something to argue about in terms of our system of choice. But the casual gamers who supersedes us in terms of numbers and community, they don't care about
Don't
none of
mean
that.
nothing.
This is going to be huge. It is going to be incredibly huge for Microsoft and Xbox and for Game Pass.
Yep. Get down and lay down. That's the whole little saying right now. So yeah, you're gonna get it. You're gonna have fun. You should be upset with Sony putting themselves in this predicament, in this situation where they have to depend on a third-party multiplayer shooter to bring in revenue. And I hear all the little crackling jokes and the hee ha-has about, oh, Call of Duty was on a decline and yada yada yada. If it was on a such massive fucking decline, phone calls would not be being made. Government officials would not be trying to get involved. Petitions wouldn't be out here. You wouldn't be crying on social media if it wasn't a big deal. And you seeing things like this where even in the forefront, retail stores are starting to have to direct people for content as well when it comes to this brand. So Call of Duty is here to stay. It's well over millions. What you said, 300 something million, 200 something million, something in profit, something of that nature with the numbers.
For PlayStation, PlayStation made like from 87 to 200 and 200 like 60 million on PlayStation. 200. PlayStation, they made that like yearly off Call of Duty.
That's Xbox money now.
That's There you go, man. That's Xbox money now. So just make sure y'all know that for the next 2 years when y'all playing that Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Go over there. I want y'all to see the impact of this. Hold on. Have
y'all played Vanguard?
Hell no.
Bro, Vanguard got some crazy.
And I got that shit in the bundle package, and I didn't even play it.
That shit got some crazy graphics, bro. Play that shit on the Series X.
I want to show y'all that look at this.
I'm looking.
This is the impact. This is the impact of this Activision deal, and Sony stocks are constantly being affected by this deal, and they still being affected. Y'all know what this is? Let me show y'all what this is.
Yeah, what is this?
Let me show y'all what this is. This is a sign of a store, right? It looks like it's somewhere in Germany or something like that. I don't know what that language is. It could be German. I don't know. If y'all know what that language is, correct me in the chat. Let me show y'all the fallout of this. Y'all want to know what that sign says? They got Call of Duty at the bottom. Let me show you what it says.
Beware.
Let me show you what it says.
What the caution? Caution.
This is what it says.
This
is what it says.
Huh?
No, this is what it says. Hold on. Let me show you what it says.
Run, bitch, run! They taking y'all games.
This is what that sign says. Notice to gamers, Microsoft has brought Activision. Choose your machine carefully. Call of Duty.
Yeah. Choose wisely because it ain't gonna be no refund. Goddammit. Call of Duty. Just in every conversation now with Call of Duty.
Yo. And so look, you know why you might start seeing signs like this? Because Call of Duty is not only big for Sony, it's big for retailers. It's big for retailers. And if retailers are saying Microsoft just bought Activision, and that's primarily, they're going to be in the next couple of years, a year or two, they're going to be the Call of Duty system. All the marketing rights is going to be with their system. It could be possibly exclusive to this. That's where our money is. Attention customers, attention all shoppers. All shoppers. Can I have a bit of your time? All right. Notice to all gamers, Microsoft has brought Activision, so please choose before you come here and ask me for a motherfucking PlayStation 5. Please.
Oh, hell no.
You know, it's another thing. It's another thing to that. It's another thing to what Z said. When it comes to these retailers, they buy in bulks. So if they seeing this and they say, "Oh well," after
we could order more Xboxes and Series X's.
Be a slew of Xboxes on sale compared to Sony.
We need more Series X's. You see that PlayStation wall that we put up over the Xbox? So, we moved Xbox in that smaller corner. Yeah, we're gonna need to take that back. You can move PlayStation to the small. Yeah, put the Call of Duty sign over Xbox. We're gonna push PlayStation back to the corner.
In the back of the corner of the goddamn office in the break room. God damn it, that motherfucker better not be seen. Stack all them goddamn Sony boxes in that corner by the toilet over there where the goddamn extra napkins is at.
So that's the impact. And Sony stocks are steady. And let me show y'all something else here. Look, this how it started. Right?
This how it started.
This how it started right here. Let me show you something. Where is it? Give me just a second here.
These casuals got a choice to make. Either they can blow in their controller or play Call of Duty. Choice is yours.
All right.
Pick
wise. I'm gonna bring this up. This is how it started, right? All right. So we're gonna start off with this one first. I'm gonna share this scene first here. Right, and we're gonna go. This is how it started. Right. This is how it started. Sony spent $329 million on exclusive third-party PS5 games for 2021. It then spent over $500 million for exclusive content for your system.
That's it.
Sony Active Entertainment has been securing third-party publishing deals for PlayStation 5 since before the console was launched. They was trying to snuff the Xbox out. While this business model was already reported last year, it has now come to light just how much Sony has been spending for exclusive PS5 content. Damn. According to a new quarterly security report from earlier today, Sony has set aside $329 million as of December 31st, 2020. So this started towards the end of the 2020. They was trying to buy Xbox out of content to be paid out over the next 7 years. They was trying to starve Microsoft another whole generation, brother.
Hey, so what you telling me? What you telling me, Poses? Sony, Jim Ryan went to the bank, made a withdrawal, $329 million, took it to Activision door, knocked on the door, gave it to the rep, and then Phil Spencer came out the back room with his clothes off.
Hold on. Okay, this dude.
Wait, whoa.
The next 7 years on exclusive publishing agreements and partnerships. So they went to Square Enix. That's why y'all probably hearing the Final Fantasy not coming to Xbox this generation. The shit they doubled down on Call of Duty on their system for this Gen 2 because they didn't expect Microsoft to buy Activision, and they didn't care about what was going on at Activision in terms of their employees. All they wanted was Call of Duty for their system because that's their money making. And they went to all these third-party publishers buying up all this exclusive content, right? That's how it started, right? That's definitely how it started. But this is how it ended. And this is why we're here. Look at this. Look at that.
You spending too much money. Why you do that, girl? Get your limp wrist ass out of here.
This is in 2020, bro.
Too much.
This is in 2020.
He brought that money over.
Go ahead.
Why you always spending like this? Oh my God.
Yo,
that's good when Jim Ryan brought that money over. Phil Spencer came out the back.
Look at the date though. Sony knew. Look at the date though. This was in October 29. This after the Bethesda deal, right? So if the money, they found out the money was being set aside in December of 2020. Right. This was after Microsoft brought Bethesda. So what did Sony do? Sony said we're going to double down on our third-party exclusives, right? And we're gonna keep since they're buying publishers. This is crazy. So we're gonna set aside damn near $500 million. That'll do it.
Wait.
That'll get them up out of there.
So they went. So
hold on.
So they went in the closet, right? They picked up that little piggy bank with the little pig in the
picked up that little ass and broke that motherfucker,
with the little
right?
quarter and shit. They been ciphering money about that bitch, and they was like, "Man, we got about 300. We
got about 300. We got there. What we get for 300?
We got
I'm telling you what happened. John Ryan brought that 300 over to Activision. Knocked on the door, slid the envelope, and then looked in the crack and seen Phil Spencer in the back with his shirt off.
So
tighten his belt buckle. Like who y'all got back there? Who that? That's
Yo. You know how much we come to the door and you got somebody in the crib. You got somebody come to the door and you got somebody in the crib. So you crack the door and then niggas trying to lay left to try to see who behind the door. Yo, look,
why you gonna do this? Why you gonna do this to me, Keisha? Come on, you supposed to be loving me.
Yo, so what happened was in October they said this. They said this in October. We found out that in December, Sony set aside $330 million for third-party exclusives over the next 7 years. So they knew Microsoft wasn't playing no games, right? So they tried to get ahead of the Bethesda deal, right? By picking up more third-party content that was going to be either a year or 2 years exclusive, or was going to be permanently that some might not even see the light of day on Xbox, right? And then you know what happened from there? Microsoft, okay, you gonna keep playing with us, right? You gonna go in that little ass. You spending what to try to keep us out the game? Huh?
300.
You ain't see this. You ain't see that.
Yeah, nigga, that's my ashtray money, nigga.
You ain't see it coming. So what Microsoft said? Okay, so y'all want to keep playing with us? Y'all trying to spin with us? Y'all trying to spin us out the market and keep content exclusive to you? That's what y'all on? Oh, y'all don't must know who y'all fuck with. Y'all ain't seen money yet. Y'all don't know what money is, but we gonna show. Y'all thought Bethesda was something.
Thought that little lawnmower
$70 billion on Activision. And you know what they do after that? You know what they did after that? If you look at Phil Spencer's tweet, he said, I spoke to leadership. He didn't speak to Jim Ryan. Oh, thanks,
man.
Thanks, son.
You looked at that. Hey,
see, that's what I'm talking about. You see that? What my son just brought me.
Man.
Oh, man, look at that brother. This what I'm talking about. This gonna be equal.
This ain't near post.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, Lord forgive me. Look, let me tell you something. I might turn my camera off. Y'all might hear some munching in the screen. Let me tell you something.
Hell no.
I ain't gonna do that. But look though. I forgot what I was about to
that mouth watering and shit. He over there looking down at the plate.
Look. All I'm saying is that they spent that $70 billion. And what did he do? We spoke to leadership at Sony. Jim Ryan ain't leadership. He don't sit on the board of Sony. He don't sit next to the CEO. When he said leadership, he talking about motherfuckers in Satya Nadella role. He talking about CEOs and CFOs and people who sit at the table. He didn't talk to Jim Ryan. Well, he probably talked, but when he said leadership, he talking about that lead. He talked. So now y'all want to call us. Y'all just trying to force us out of the game with content. Now I'm on the phone with all your leadership. Your CEO can't even. No, I ain't gonna even say that. Let me stop. Hey, man,
look, the steak tastes better up here, man. I told y'all. That caviar tastes just a little bit different. I don't know what the fuck y'all got down there. Take y'all little Golden Corral ass down somewhere. Get the fuck on somewhere. Oh shit, they about to.
But yeah, it's different. Now y'all want to get on the phone with us. Now you want to have a conversation because y'all just tried to force us. Y'all just trying to starve us. But look, that little piggy bank ain't doing. Look, bro, that little piggy bank ain't doing shit, bro. Stop. So look, this is what we gonna do, man. The one last thing I want to talk about, and I think we kick this off. This is the last thing. It's gonna be brief. It's gonna be quick. we kicked this off on the last show. And we made people aware of this on the last show, right? And people thought we were lying about this. And we wasn't. And then we showed proof of it recently on the internet, right? And look, you ponies are out here bad, bro. I don't even know what to say. So let me see if I can find this. Yes, I did. I found it. So I'm going to close out this, right? This is the last thing I'm finna bring up, and then we finna close the show. Bad. Y'all down here bad. Y'all thought we was lying, and people tried to criticize us because we were making, because we was laughing about this, and it came out to be true. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm looking at. What the fuck am I looking at?
Look at dear Mr. President, please look into Microsoft's $70 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Microsoft has been getting away with antitrust for decades now because their money and power. It's time to stop them now. Bro, y'all thought we was lying?
Wait,
y'all
man.
thought we was lying, bro? They out here, man.
Hold on, wait. So you telling me they didn't did a Karen? They went and got them some crayons and some paper and wrote a letter?
Bro,
they wrote a letter?
Hey, bro, they probably in that man DMs too.
Oh my God.
Emmanuel $5. Thanks for giving us the facts today. Post up. Good to see you, brother, starting this new show. Thank you so much. Look, I just want to end the show with this, brother. We wasn't lying, and we wasn't making fun of people not 150 million people not having access to Call of Duty. We was making fun of these goof troops out here doing stuff like this. And maybe we would laugh at the 150 million people that won't have access to Call of Duty because it ain't no PlayStation no more. Because y'all was so laughing at us. Hey, every PlayStation exclusive y'all got.
No,
but this is
I'm glad
crazy.
You said that, Post. You know what? I'm sick of these. The same people on Twitter, they will talk shit all day long. As soon as you get the pop of your shit back, now they want to be virtuous. And it's a shame that these guys are laughing at people won't have access. You got access to it. Buy Xbox, nigga.
Yeah.
Facts. Buy Xbox.
Facts. I'll show us. I don't give no fuck about what nobody say on this internet shit. You gonna hear from me first, fuck nigga. Fuck you. Fuck your channel. If you feel some type of motherfucking way, address me, nigga, and we can do a one-on-one.
That's what first of all, bro. I can't stand when they play victim, bro. I can't stand that.
Get the fuck out of this plastic mentality. You motherfuckers need to pull y'all skirt down. Y'all acting like emotional ass niggas out here over plastic.
Over plastic, bro. Yeah, it's over plastic.
This shit ain't gonna love you at the end of the day. These companies don't give a fuck about you. At the end of the day, just play the games, bro. That's it.
That's just play. Look. And the reason why this was funny to me is because never in my years of gaming, even going back to when we was doing the fanboy wars on the forums and stuff like that, I've never seen anyone reach out to the president
of the United States, bro.
The president was probably, we're probably about to go to war right now. He's trying to get a Build Back Better plan. People are more so worried about their child tax credit and stuff like that being brought back, as opposed to worrying about whether Call of Duty is going to be on PlayStation or not. But I'm guarantee you, people was tweeting that man. They was tweeting Ralph Nader. I bet you they was in his DMs too, telling to stop the Microsoft. This is crazy. That's why this was funny.
Stop the vote.
This is fun. This is hilarious, bro. I have never seen somebody reach out to the president over gaming news, bro. Like this is beyond me. All right,
this is how monumental and how impactful Microsoft is when it comes to this community. Yeah, like we were saying, y'all can talk about the negative and the positive, but if they tweet anything, it trends. People are talking. Every move they make is a conversation piece. A lot of you YouTube weirdo ass niggas would not be around if y'all wasn't speaking about negative content towards Microsoft. Now you pissed off and your panties is in a fucking bunch because you have boxed yourself in, and you don't have no motherfucking way of getting out because you talked about a brand for so fucking long just for profit.
That Activision
enjoying video games.
That Activision Blizzard acquisition was at every news station in the world.
And I'm talking
your CNNs, your MSNBCs, your Fox News. It was everywhere. So believe me, everyone knows. Everyone knows. Right. Even little Timmy that's watching this mom watch the news and saying, "Mom, I need an Xbox right now if Call of Duty is going to be brought out by Microsoft." Everybody knows, brother. Everybody knows. You know, I don't even think the Bethesda purchase, it was huge because that was the first time seeing somebody buy a publisher. Mm-hmm. I don't think the Bethesda dude had this much reach as this Activision purchase is. You had congressmen tweeting about this. It's all over every news station. I didn't even see news outlets or reports on them acquiring Bethesda. But since they're spending $70 billion on Activision and it's the biggest purchase in Microsoft history as a company, it's everywhere, brother. It's everywhere. So this is what we're going to do. We thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all for coming out. We've been podcasting with them in 3 hours. I didn't even know.
Yeah, this is going to be a long download.
Brother. I didn't even know. I gotta be courteous of the time next time. All right. So we want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for supporting. As we always say, whether y'all agree with us or not, it's not important. As long as y'all come and join the conversation, okay?
Right.
So for me, for myself, for Mello, and for Noah, we thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all on the next show. By the time we do the next show, we'll have a definitive day and time where we'll be consistent with our lives. That way y'all know, I know on this day and I know on this time that State of Gaming is going to go live, okay? All right. Thank y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, okay?
Oh, yeah. Make sure y'all check out the links at the bottom. Support the podcast. Make sure y'all click and follow me and Noah on our YouTube channels as well.
Appreciate
Help us get up to 100K, man.
But I've been wanting to bite that Dorito for so long.
Oh, man. So before this man get to slapping and smacking, because he about to go hammer, we going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. But we love the support, man, and appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah, catch us on Z channel. We're going to pop up.
We're finna pop up over there.
Yeah. At the party, you know what I'm saying? That's the after party.
You are now in tune with Broadband Bullies.
Yeah, Steph. Yeah. Hey, niggas quick to interject with disrespect. Won't compromise my intellect. Better watch your tone when they calls, get your shit collect. I've been on my home while you slave for your architect. Deaf a masterpiece, I do art with the tech. Niggas need rest, go to sleep, get your pillow fluff. Your bitch like a dinner stuff, she's begging me to fill her up. I'm from the south, ain't no healing us. Feet planted, ain't no pillaging us. I know niggas, they hate allergies. Quicker wipe a nose, your lights off, your store closed. Big stepper, you can see the sign. Fuck a horoscope, the pen mighty, but I keep the sword close. And Lord knows my torso is equal. That's God body, kill rappers, hide the body. Bust your block like karate. This is just a fucking hobby, so I did it pro bono for promo. That's some shit you don't know. You should see the shit I'm mad enough when Click got you mad as fuck. I never knew a love like this. I never knew a love like this. I never knew a love like this. Hey, look at all this love I get. I never knew a plug like this. I never knew a plug like this. Yeah, I never knew a plug like this. Into the internet.
Yeah, I'm from the land of the kings. Fur coats and golden rings. Where they sold drugs for better means. Coke, crack, weed, amphetamines. Well, loyalty was based on how long you fed your team. Hustle from the morning to the sundown. Fake smiles, watch them shadows when that sun down. Plant a seed, watch it grow, man, these streets wild. Or get buried in the earth when that sun round. They tried to count me out, but I made it through. A lot of casualties on the way, yeah, we cried enough. This is the side of us, we hide silently on the side and hush. Two sides obstruct. Emotions versus your pride and lust. Either side will get you tatted, pup. And too much cheese to get you ratted up. Still I stuck to the cake and watch it battered up. A couple smart choices, put them ladders up. Be careful, them same ladders can work against you. Especially if the work's official. No matter how much bread you fed these niggas, it's the difference between working for you and working with you. And even still, they'll come and get you. Dirty game from this window pane. See niggas get locked up for less, I'll never see again. That's why I took those trips to see my main, so he'll never know those feelings again.
I never knew a love like this. I never knew a love like this. I never knew a love like this. Hey, look at all this love I get. I never knew a plug like this. I never knew a plug like this. I never knew a plug like this. Into the internet, into the internet.